Yes. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, man. Same.
I've literally just
Same
sat down, bro.
Good, man. We're here. Do you know? Let me take this off, bro.
We're talking about old school. All right, I think we're talking about old school players and the difference.
Now this is unfair because I'm with three uncles. This is just going to be an unfair conversation.
What you saying?
Old school players between like gigs. That's probably what we should talk about today. Old school players and like gigs, like between Gigs and Bale and.
Okay.
I've
literally just sat down, bro. I ain't even ready. Hold on.
Who we think was better? What old school players? What new school players? You know what I'm saying? Who could play in what era?
Who used to talk? What sort of players?
Because obviously, Bandit was saying Bale was miles clear with Gigs, isn't it? So.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say miles.
Even said Bale's way better than Barnes and that, but he said
he's still running that stupidness.
He still says that.
He's on the wind up. What I actually said was that I said I don't rate Gigs, and he said, "Oh, Gigs is definitely on the same level as Bale." And I said, "You've lost your mind. You've lost your mind."
Barnes is better than both of them. So what we doing?
I didn't even talk about Barnes. We're gonna have that Barnes conversation another day. Yeah, we're loading that one. We're gonna do that one properly.
Yeah, you better start buffering now, bro. You want to talk to me?
You better start coming with some facts and stats and everything.
I don't need no.
I will do the history. I will go back, do the research.
You need to. I'll just go through my memory what Barnes was doing to people,
and I'll show you how good he wasn't. That's what will happen.
What Barnes was doing to people was a joke. No way anyone else was doing that. You get me? And what Gigs used to do to people as well, bruv. Don't get it twisted, bruv. Don't get it twisted. Gigs was a man.
Gigs isn't even the best Welsh player. That's my point. Bale was bigger than him and better than him. Facts.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but who? So what generation do you remember growing up on Bandit?
Obviously, like I said, I've watched. You guys say like I still know late 90s ballers. Obviously, when I started watching ball, it's all like 02, 03, like the late Invincibles. Like that was probably like the first. I probably missed the full Invincible season like that. I probably would have got into football around then. But I've done my research. Like Mont said, I've watched Premier League ball. I've watched the years. I've done my research. I know about the 90s enough. But obviously, I wasn't there to live it. So yeah, you guys can have more than me. But
so you don't know. You don't know when your team was going to play.
Like when I grew up, the best player and the best thing you already know is Ronaldinho, bro. That was it. That was when Ronaldinho.
You should remember Gigs. You should remember Gigs.
Going crazy, Lengerman down. Of course I remember Gigs. So I said I watched like 8-9 years of Gigs. I just don't rate Gigs like that, bro. Never rated Gigs.
No, man. Gigs was a madman. I can't believe it, bro. You didn't have that feeling when you're playing Man United. Beckham and Giggs are playing. You didn't have that. You never went through that, bro. Beckham and Giggs playing against you. That was nuts.
That's another one. I feel like Beckham again. He had some great attributes in it, yeah. But I don't think.
No, I'm not hearing that.
You don't remember Beckham. You don't know. Do you know how good Beckham was, though?
No, Beckham as a winger. Look, this is what we're talking about. Obviously, football's changed a lot since then, yeah. In the 90s, 4-4-2, right midfielders and left midfielders, a different role to a winger, innit? I grew up in a generation of wingers. So when I'm talking about wingers, these men couldn't do the job of a winger. They wouldn't run. They're not run like Beckham. He would get to just in front of halfway and do a mad whip because his crossing was like no other. There's not much players you could say have got a better cross and better pass than him.
Beckham was like a De Bruyne, bro. That's what Beckham was. He was a crossbreed, bro. Beckham could do everything.
So you'd put him on De Bruyne's level because when we talk about best players in Premier League history, De Bruyne's up there. Like we said, De Bruyne's in that top 5.
Beckham's up there, bro. Beckham's definitely up there, bro.
No one's mentioned. I've never heard someone mention Beckham being in the top 10 midfielders.
Real Madrid bought Beckham in his prime, you know. They went and bought Beckham. They said
they bought a lot of players at that time, and they flopped.
No, but it was Galactico.
We know that team flopped, and we know that team flopped.
But why did they were buying the best players everywhere? That's what they were doing at that time.
They've always done that. They do that now.
No, so the players they buy now, the best players they're trying to buy available now. Innit? That's what they're doing at that time as well. Beckham was one of the best players at that time. At that point, when there was bare good footballers, Beckham was one of the best ones. That's why.
Again, I'm not saying Beckham was dead. I never said that. I just said
Beckham
when we're
was
talking about
crazy.
wingers and midfielders, like I feel like we have to separate because these men weren't doing the winger job. Like when you're talking about trying to compare him to Bale, they would never be required to do as much attacking and scoring and creating as a Bale would. Bale was the
Yeah,
stop.
but Beckham,
Beckham,
they bought Beckham because they didn't. Obviously, you got the outside stuff.
How many big players do they have? Ronaldo, Nazario. They had
But they
like
bought Beckham because of
Figo.
his playing ability as well. Beckham was just as good as most of these players today. Like you're basically saying that you don't think Beckham will get in the Man City team. That's basically what you're saying, or certain Arsenal teams.
No, we could do with the Beckham.
No,
right
you
now,
mentioned
that's for
Arsenal. Stop trying to mention yours rubbish.
would have got in any team.
But you're saying that Beckham's not a great at football. He is.
No, I never. I said he's a great. I said
Beckham would have got in any team. Any team.
Beckham will get in any team now.
Any team. Beckham.
And well, it depends what teams you're talking
Whoever
about.
says they don't
What
remember
team
Beckham.
what team do you think he wouldn't get in though?
Well, again, what position are you going to play him? That's the better conversation. Where are you going to play him?
Bro, what team do you think?
What position are you going to play him? That's what I need to understand.
Beckham gets in City's team as a right midfielder right now.
Beckham gets in every team.
Yeah, you guys don't have a right winger right now.
Nah, not right winger.
All right, watch this. Do you think Beckham was better than Overmars? Do you think Overmars was better than Beckham?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Ooh, Overmars was good, to be fair. But no,
I'd say Beckham's better.
Beckham was better.
Yeah,
So
I'd
do
say
you think?
Beckham's
Do you think
better.
Overmars?
You're taking my thing. This is what happens. Yeah, I say something. You might take it all the way left and think I don't rate him. I never said I don't rate him. I said, but when you said like De Bruyne, I was like, no, I don't rate him the same as I'd rate De Bruyne. There's no way. There's just no way.
You don't rate him the same you rate De Bruyne, but that's the level that he was at. Maybe not.
Maybe for you guys.
He was there, bro. See the technique we're talking about with De Bruyne. That was Beckham.
He had the technique because, like Trent has the technique,
Beckham
but having
had
just a great technique doesn't mean
like,
as an all-round player you were of that level.
Bro, he was an all-round player, Beckham. He was an all-round player. I'm telling you now, in the Premiership, he was nuts.
Right,
he's a great.
He won't have a Premier League legacy like. I'm just thinking how long Beckham was in the Premier League for.
Yeah, he went
a long time. He was like 15, when they were there from like 18 years or something. That's their thing.
He was there from a kid, bro. He was there from a kid.
All of them played for 17 years.
He wasn't at the Premier League for 18 years. Beckham
he wasn't at the Premier League for 18 years.
No, but I think their thing was it 92?
Yeah, their 92,
thing was.
What I'm going to say is Beckham legacy-wise, does not have as good as big
11 years in the Premier League.
But see, there you go.
You don't think he's got the same legacy as De Bruyne?
No, it does. Now I hear 11 years. That's why I was trying to work out the years.
What?
But hold on. Right,
definitely does.
Before you go and say what he hasn't got, bro. Go and look at.
Oh no, tell a lie. It wasn't 11. He was in the youth. He was in Man United's youth till 94.
Go and look at De Bruyne's numbers in the Premier League and go and look at Beckham's numbers in the Premier League. If we're saying they're similar players, why are their numbers so far apart?
No, I can't do it like
different positions, bro.
Different positions, like that, man. You can't do it.
Well,
like
you're saying
positions. I'm talking about skill set.
You're saying that, but you're acting like De Bruyne hasn't played off the right. When he first came to City, him and Silva used to play off the right. Yeah, they were both right. Yeah, they were both off the right. It was him and David. Like, I would go as far as say David Silva. Whether Beckham couldn't touch David Silva, I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, no, there's no point having a discussion with. There's no point having a discussion with Jules about anything because Jules don't know.
No, because do you know what it is? You man are doing the old man thing because of nostalgia. You're rating some of these players that played in that era higher. Like David Silva, we talk about 10 years in the Premier League. Facts. He was the best creator. Going like you talk about all these players, David Silva
just created the whole engine of City.
Everything.
You're just wiping out Beckham, bro. You're just saying David Silva is way better than Beckham.
See, that's the thing. Crazy. I'm not wiping out Beckham, and I'd say overall legacy in football, it's not a debate, right? It's Beckham, yeah. But I'm saying in the Premier League, there is a reason why De Bruyne has the numbers that he has, yeah. And by the way, just to be clear. If people want to do a debate away from numbers, I'll talk about the fucking legwork and how good defensively young Kevin De Bruyne was as well. But there's a reason why, like, whether you like it or not, Dean, it's a very, very serious what I'm about to say. It's a very serious conversation between Gerrard and De Bruyne. Very serious, yeah?
I'm not taking it seriously.
Of course
there is.
De Bruyne. I can't take that serious.
I don't know about that.
I can't take that serious. I can't. That's like me saying, that's like me saying to you the serious conversation between Salah and and what's it? Henry.
No, it's not.
Don't make no
No,
sense.
it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
sense.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
that's
Because,
not
because if
making
we,
sense.
because if
It's
we're
not
talking
making
sense, we can talk trophies, we can talk length in the league, we can talk whatever the fuck you want
I'm
to
talking
make
about
it a
who's a better player.
conversation.
Yeah,
Right,
but who's the
okay,
better
but
player though? Who's the better player?
Who's a better player?
Hold on. If you're doing better player, yeah, but we just had a conversation about Joe Cole. If we're talking about actually who's a better player, yeah, then all right, cool.
It's a good conversation. I think it's a good conversation between them.
Gerrard and De Bruyne is I didn't say, by the way, remember, I did not say De Bruyne is clear of Gerrard. I said it's a very serious conversation, but I know you won't want to hear it.
How serious? How serious?
Bro,
As in, I think whoever goes ahead just edges it. Just
Yeah.
Whoever goes ahead.
I think
Whoever
Gerrard.
goes ahead, you said.
When I look at it, I'd say Gerrard is all round. Obviously, he played the 10, he played the 6, he played the 8. All round, I think as a midfielder, he may have more to his game in that sense. But when you talk about attacking, Gerrard, I know he was cold, but I'm sorry, De Bruyne's like he just.
But do you know where I can't really do it? I remember back a while ago, and this isn't you, Dean, this is other Liverpool fans, yeah, but in Klopp's first couple of seasons, yeah, and Pep's first couple of seasons, there were certain Liverpool content creators would do exactly what you've just done. They'd go, it's not even a conversation between Klopp and Pep, right? When people do this, it's not even a conversation. I just think, cool, I'm not even going to have the conversation because you are showing club bias. Me personally, I'll say, it's a conversation because I'm willing to have the conversation. But when people, but I don't just mean that. I mean examples of when one of their legends get brought up and they go, it's not even a conversation. I think, cool, let's not have it then because clearly you're being biased.
Yeah. I was what you're saying. Yeah.
Whereas me, like, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. Like the same way. I personally, like, before De Bruyne was about, yeah. If someone asked me Gerrard, Lampard, or Scholes, who is a better footballer, I think Scholes is the best of the three. Yeah, but other people disagree with me. But it's a conversation, isn't it? We all know.
Can I ask you a question? Can I just ask you one question? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say Scholes is better than Gerrard?
I said I think Scholes is a better footballer because I think Scholes, bro, just dictated.
Scholes played all the roles as well. You're talking about Scholes played 10, he played 8, he played 6.
Scholes was a special.
In what sort of capacity, though? What sort of capacity? Could he play them roles better than Gerrard?
Yes.
What CDM?
Scholes come out of retirement and won Manchester United Premier League.
You keep on saying that. Gerrard could have done the same thing.
Hold on.
Gerrard never won you guys a Premier League. Don't do that.
We're talking about Man United.
Gerrard
Man United team compared to Liverpool.
But he just said, hold on. He just said Scholes came out of retirement and won Man United the league, and you said Gerrard could. Bro, Gerrard single-handedly couldn't win you the league. Literally, factually couldn't.
Single-handed. Bro, look at the Man United team compared to the Liverpool team.
No, but you just said Scholes done it.
I'm talking about Gerrard. If he was at Man United, if Gerrard at Man United had done exact. If
you're saying single-handedly, why does it matter about the players you've got around you?
What are you talking about? So what? It doesn't matter what Scholes had around him. It wasn't single-handed. Scholes did not win that single-handedly. You're mad.
No, not single-handedly. Van Persie. It was him and Van Persie, to be fair. It was. No. But, bro, I just think Scholes... And like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinion. There'll be Chelsea fans that will swear Lampard over both of them. I'm really not here for that conversation neither because I think it goes Scholes, Gerrard, then Lampard. But everyone's got a debate on it. But to say it's not even a conversation,
it's always a conversation. I wouldn't say it's not a conversation.
I feel like Beckham, yeah, I don't know if maybe because of the way he left Man United, that meant that people's not United fans haven't even had his back enough in debates. Because I think Beckham, yeah, just go back and watch it.
Lampard.
Beckham, do you know what I know? Do you know what I want to know from Dean? Dean loves doing the nostalgia thing. Dean, why don't you name us a player from this generation that you think's better than? Like, name us a few that you think, and then name a player that you would compare them to in the last generation that you think they're better than. Because you're always back in the your generation.
This generation,
like, maybe not even this. Like the last 15 years, let's say 15 to 20 years, and then from the generation before. You
name me a player. You name me a player this last 15 years, and I'll tell you. Compared to
there's
the
so
old
many in it. Let's just say
like
Hazard. Let's say Hazard. Go on. That's one of the greatest wingers I've seen. The greatest.
Hazard.
Yeah. Because I'm sure
he would have been a great back in the day. He would have been unbelievable. Because that's the sort of footballer would have made it back in the day, bro. He'd have been.
Let me not make it
crazy,
so
bro.
easy then. Let me do a tight one. Put us.
I'm surprised you don't rate De Bruyne like that still.
I do rate, but I can't believe you don't think I think De Bruyne
All
is
right,
in the
all
best
right,
midfielders of recent time.
Let's say like who's your time? You were like,
brilliant.
you're a fan of like Inzaghi and them, man.
What the-
Bro, you know,
Right.
Inzaghi was a serious striker.
But
What?
you know, De Bruyne
they
was
could, bro.
balling. De Bruyne was balling in the Premier League when Gerrard was still fucking at Liverpool and your captain. Yeah.
No, that was like
Until
that was when he was
35.
finished. That was when he
Come
was
on, man.
finished.
What are we doing?
No, it wasn't. Gerrard left you when he was 34.
Yeah, but he was
Yeah, that's what I'm
finished.
saying. He's old, bro. Come on, man. If in their
Bro,
primes,
I
come on,
hear
what are we
you,
doing,
but
bro?
right now, De Bruyne is the same age as Gerrard when he left you.
Yeah, Gerald was much better level than De Bruyne is when he left him. De Bruyne looks
No,
crazy.
to be
man.
fair, he hadn't had
Bruyne
as many
looks
injuries, so I do
absolutely
agree with you that.
crazy.
But only this season, bro. Only this season he looks crazy. The drop-off's insane. He can't make 20-yard passes now. It's mad.
Exactly.
Like, De
Gerrard
Bruyne
didn't
has
fall
dropped
that
off
bad.
badly. No, he didn't. But
Would you have De Bruyne in his prime or Gerrard in his prime?
I'd have De Bruyne.
All right. One more question, yeah? Right.
And by the way, let me be clear with that. There is an element of bias to that, yeah, because I'm a
Yeah,
City
yeah,
fan.
yeah. I hear it.
Because
I'm
I think
biased as well.
Gerrard and De Bruyne, like, bro. If you ask me who City's best ever player is, it's David Silva. It's not Kevin De Bruyne. It's David
I've got
Silva
one
all
for
day
D.
long.
I've got one for D. Talking about Hazard, D. Pires or Hazard?
Oh, Hazard, come on.
No, I know that. I want to ask him. Look, I know because now I know this. I'm getting him out. I'm
Pires
gonna
was
get.
cold, but
He
Hazard.
thinks that I want to hear this
cold.
take. I want to hear this take. Go on, because I remember him gassing up. I go on.
But don't get me wrong, Pires was a
Pires was a
nutter.
bad boy. He was a bad boy.
Pires was a nutter.
Similar levels still.
No,
Couldn't play against him at one stage.
Rich, similar levels.
Yeah, very similar. Close.
You think?
Close. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what level you think. You think Hazard was way better than Pires?
I'm not even saying levels. I just want to know who you think's better.
I think different players. They
Similar
didn't play
level,
the
cool.
same, but I don't think they played the same.
They're wingers, isn't it? They both. Well, obviously, Pires was more of like he was a forward.
They're similar levels.
But
Pires and Hazard are similar levels. Yeah, similar levels, man.
He don't even want to say it. He don't even want to say it.
Because what you saw of Hazard, and that's what Pires was like.
All right,
Like
let me see.
Pires was like that.
Do you right? So do you respect Henri's views on football?
Some of them.
You heard what you
subjective, isn't it? So it's,
yeah you've heard what he's said about De Bruyne before, yeah. Like
Yeah.
De Bruyne's vision and passing is something he's never like it's the best he's ever seen. It's special.
De Bruyne's level is seriously good, but his level is him and Gerrard. Yeah, Gerrard does things. Yeah, Gerrard will do things, and he will. De Bruyne does it, but De Bruyne did have some of the greatest players playing with him. Like,
Yeah, but bro, but hold on, but I hear that. But with De Bruyne, the thing, and that's where maybe you could say on David Silva, because David Silva, the way that David Silva played, I think is very relevant to the players he had round him, right? With De Bruyne, we're talking about so with Gerrard straight away, you're going to talk about his passing and his goal scoring, yeah? Go and check out both of those on Kevin De Bruyne. They are nothing apart from the runs, but we know
What about his tackling and his all that?
Hold on.
All that
yeah,
stuff.
there's other parts that we're missing.
Hold on.
You got to remember as well, Gerrard as well. Wait.
Everything.
Hold on. I said that before. Hold on. I said that before. If you want me to talk about all the work that no one ever wants to credit Kevin De Bruyne for, I can do. But what I'm saying is, if there is a reel for Gerrard and De Bruyne, we all know it's going to be the goals and the passing that is highlighted. Yeah, we all know that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right. So every type of goal that Gerrard scored, I guarantee you, De Bruyne has scored just as many, and that's irrelevant to the other players on the pitch.
It's about timing, about what, where, against who, and when, and how.
It's funny because you would know the amount of times that De Bruyne scored bangers against you and sat you man down. Same thing with Hazard.
Bro, Gerrard does it against AC Milan, some of the greatest
The greatest team. The greatest team.
Problem, bro. I'll tell you about the times that De Bruyne bang goals in at the Bernabeu.
Hold on, wait. Oh, Dax.
against Nesta and all them, man.
Again, you're going back to legacy, but when you're talking about like Gerrard scoring goals in this and that, cool. I'll say the same about De Bruyne. I've been there where De Bruyne in a semi-final against Madrid is scoring a goal, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
But Daps. Can you take? I can take De Bruyne out of that team and put Gerrard in there, yeah, and it'll be calm. Your team will be calm. You can't take Gerrard out of that Liverpool team and put De Bruyne in there.
Yes, you can.
And we win that final. We win that Champions League final from 3-0 down.
No, because you know why I don't think that's just not right. Because again, like as much as they're similar players, they're very different. They're very different. So I don't think that's a good conversation to have.
That's how you judge it. That's how you have to judge it.
No, because they play in different teams. You don't do if you play in this team, you
judge it.
Well, so why can judge?
And especially when you talk about a special moment like that, that moment.
If we're talking about like leading to trophies, you'll always go to the Champions League final. Why? Because Gerrard really didn't.
FA Cup as well.
Hold on. Okay, great. FA Cups, great. But there won't be that many go-tos because Liverpool didn't win that many trophies with Gerrard. With De Bruyne, you're talking about doing it multiple times throughout title-winning seasons.
Yeah.
Go and check out how many player of the seasons he's won. Yeah, and if you go and check out those seasons at the start of the season, De Bruyne. Hold on. If you go and look, at the start of the season,
it's crazy.
Well, Gerrard maybe have one or two.
Go and compare it with De Bruyne, though. If you look at the start of the season, often De Bruyne does not start as good. You go and look at him and Salah, often in our recent back-to-backs, Salah has started seasons better than Kevin De Bruyne. But when shit hits the fan and it's the back end of the season, Kevin De Bruyne consistently has stood up and scored multiple goals that win us leagues, But again, you'll always go to the Champions League because that's your only go-to.
All right, forget the Champions League, right? Forget the Champions League. So you're saying Kevin De Bruyne is above Gerrard, you're saying?
No, I think that no. I couldn't.
What are you saying? What do you think?
He just said it's a conversation.
I'm asking what he thinks. We're conversating now, so I'm asking what he thinks.
For me, it's a conversation. And for me, I actually genuinely between them, if someone says which one are you having in your team, if it's not for the fact that he's a City player, I'm going, I couldn't pick between them. Like, I actually would literally say I couldn't pick between them. I think they're both.
See, I'll pick Gerrard all the time because you know what it is? It's not even about the goals. It's not about nothing like that. I'm just thinking as a complete player. Like I can't see anyone.
The question is mentality. I'd question his mentality personally.
What question? How?
Just failed to get you over the league.
That's doing too much. You can't question his mentality because he won't have a trophy, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Now that's in the agenda. Now he's throwing in the agenda in there.
That is crazy.
It's
questioning his mentality is crazy.
It's crazy to you, man, because your man's mentality is maybe not all that.
I've got a good one for D. D, what do you think about? All right, we're going back to Arsenal because I know this one. You're really a top gooner, so I'm trying to hit close to home.
I'm the king of top gooners. I'm not just a top gooner.
I want to go back. Do you know what? I want to go back.
Bergkamp or Rooney?
Oh, that's a great debate.
Now I'm trying to throw him off. That's what it is. I'm trying to throw him off.
Rooney. I'm gonna pick Rooney. I'll pick Rooney.
All right. I just needed to double check.
We did a show. See, for me, Rooney is the most underrated Premier League player.
I think he's the best English player of all time.
Yeah, of all time.
Rooney's. I think Rooney
best English player of all time.
I think he is.
I think so.
Obviously, I'm not going to talk about Bobby Robson or whatever. I'm not talking about them, man. I'm talking about
I don't even know them. But bro, I with me, I got asked before if you could wipe out one player from your rivals past and they join your team instead of them, it would be Rooney all day long. Do you know what I think epitomizes? Well, there's two things that epitomize Rooney for me. The first one is that goal where he's fucking bitching at the ref and the ball just comes over. He's not even bro. That is insane.
That crazy. And that's a big argument.
That's just raw talent. He's like, what is like out of anger, and the other one that epitomizes Rooney, for me, is because it's at the very back end of his career when he was playing in the MLS. Remember when the other team bro, the way he ran when the rest of the team were leaving, him as the forward ran all the way back, won the ball back, and then launched it into the box, and they scored the winner. And I was like, you know what? That's just Wayne Rooney in it. And I always felt
Hold on.
a bit sorry for him. That you see with Kane, yeah, at Tottenham, like especially last season, when Kane dropped deep, pick up the ball and try and create stuff, yeah, and everyone's like, yeah, create. Rooney was doing the same when Man United turned shit.
Yeah,
He'd drop deep to try and win the ball, but then all he'd get is abuse. He's, oh, why are you dropping deep for? It's like, nah, because he's that good that he cares. Like, Rooney was a baller, man. But Bergkamp, boy, because in Arsenal, don't you, man, have the debate between Bergkamp and Henry?
No way.
Oh,
How?
I've heard a few.
I'm not Arsenal.
I've heard a few Arsenal man say, you know what, like low key.
There's no low key.
High key. It's high key.
That's ridiculous. It's definitely mid. No, it's crazy.
Bergkamp was a baller. All right, here's another one.
No one has that.
All right, I don't know if this is a debate or not. Bergkamp or Cantona?
That's a good
Bergkamp.
I can't lie. I didn't watch full Cantona, but when I went back as a kid and I was watching him, I was like, this guy is crazy good. Like Cantona, I used to think this guy is.
No, but you know what it was with Bergkamp as well? He's a big guy. He's 6'3". He's a unit, bro. He's not just tech and flair. He's a unit. It's like Zidane. See, Zidane's got tech and flair, but he's rough and rugged. That's how Bergkamp was.
Cantona had mad. Cantona was mad technical as well.
Bergkamp
was unit. Is a unit. He was basically the same version. You see what like people like Chris Wood and all these guys are now. Like that type of unit. He was like that, but with super tech.
I don't know if this is a debate. What about Ian Wright and Andy Cole?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tricky.
You know what? That's crazy.
Andy Cole's mad underrated, isn't it? Andy
Cole's but you know what is, Ian Wright. I grew up watching Ian Wright. It was my second favourite, you get me? So I can't put Andy Cole at Newcastle,
Partnership.
Ian Wright.
Partnership. Ian Wright and Mark Bright or Andy Cole and Dwight York?
Come on. Come on, man.
Dwight York was
taking a piss. You're taking a piss, man.
Andy
Cole and Dwight York was crazy.
You gotta go Andy Cole and you or Bergkamp and Ian Wright.
Oh, one sec.
Don't forget.
How long did they play together, Ian Wright and Bergkamp?
Oh, wow.
Was it long?
That's how Wright he got his way. It was
Ian Wright was so sick, man. Ian Wright was cold.
That's the one.
That was prime Premier League days for me.
Those good days. Weren't good days for my team. Good days.
No, weren't good days for my team, but it was just
football was great them days, man. Yeah. And my team would have been doing well, and I enjoyed football them days better. I used to watch football.
How about this one? Shearer, Owen, or Kane?
Do you know the thing with
Shearer.
Kane's a better player than all of them. He's just you won't get the thing, but Kane is the better player. If we're talking about prop player, these man couldn't
striker. Shearer, the best striker there.
Striker's probably
Shearer. It's got to be Shearer.
But Kane's over Owen.
So breakout Rooney or breakout Owen?
Oh, that's a great debate. Owen probably breakout.
I think Owen, bro. Yeah. I definitely think Owen. And when I say it, people think I'm going mad when I say it, you know. When I say Owen,
Owen breakout was different, bro. And that was at international level as well, wasn't it?
He won a Ballon d'Or, innit? So
yeah, Owen was different gravy. I'm not even Owen even showed it when he came back to Man United. Yeah, when he was obviously battered with injuries. Yeah, but still, I remember like when he fucking killed us in the derby. 4-3, man still just had it about him.
Yeah, but Jude, wait. So you said Kane would have been the best striker in the world for 10 years. That's what you said, didn't it? So
I said that. Yeah, I feel like I go Kane over Aguero.
What?
As a striker, Kane's better than Aguero.
No chance. Is Kane better?
It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Hold on, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
No, wait, I get it because I actually rate Aguero. I rate Aguero so highly, yeah, and I think no one could finish in the bottom corner like Aguero. That's the thing. He would always find the corners. But Kane had more about his game. When you talk about finishing, I generally don't think that there's more deadly finishers than Kane. Like
Aguero was deadlier than Kane.
He was deadly.
You know what? So at one point,
and furthermore, they played in the same era. Kane won enough golden boots on his head.
At one point, Aguero was riddled with injuries. Yeah, what I would say is their numbers per 90 yeah, or per minutes on the pitch, their numbers were so similar. The one thing I think Aguero, I would say Kane's overall game is better than Aguero's. The one thing I think Aguero had over Kane, yeah, and it is obvious, and I'm going to say mentality, yeah, and the prime example is that 93-20 goal, yeah, the goal that won us the league. Go back and watch it. If Aguero's mentality is, I'm not going down, because he could have gone down. He could have, like most strikers, go down and try and get a penalty. He was like, why am I going down to get a penalty and putting it on someone else who's going to take the penalty? I can score this, even though I'm off balance. And that's his, like, Aguero's mentality is, give me the ball, I'm scoring.
He would win you man more games, 100%. I think he's more of a winner than Kane. Kane wouldn't win us. Well, he did win us that game.
At the time, it was between Aguero and Suarez. Kane wasn't even in the convo.
Suarez,
that's not true, though. That's Suarez not true. No, because you're forgetting that Kane came through in 2014-15 was his first Premier League year. And that's the year when everyone was saying, one season, one died, when he bagged 21 goals in his first Premier League year. And then he just continued bagging 21.
Suarez and Aguero.
Because, again, when Suarez already left the Premier League by the time Kane had come in, that's my point. Suarez was already in Barcelona by the time.
Kane has never been in those convos. Kane has never been in those convos.
At my barbecue, you're gonna meet probably some of my brethren, yeah, that are like my best mates that are Arsenal fans, yeah. And they're the same as you, yeah. The reason why Kane wasn't in them conversations is because you were not allowing him to be in the conversations. You were during the one season.
In 2017, when he was 23 years old, he scored more goals than Ronaldo and Messi at one point. He was bagging.
There's time.
You see this Salah season that Salah's having. Yeah. Kane bagged 55 goals in a calendar year, bro.
There's been times, where
Gerard
believe
a conversation
Kane wasn't as good as he's supposed to have been. Yeah. So he's never been. He's been a goal scorer. He's never been regarded as
because he played for Tottenham.
Bro, Kane, listen here. Kane is up there, but do you class Kane as Drogba?
Kane's waiting. What the fuck are we doing here? Wait, do you know how far I'll go?
He's a better goal scorer than Drogba.
You know the Drogba stuff. Wait, you know the Drogba stuff. I would die on this hill, yeah. Jamie Vardy is better than Drogba. I'll tell you that now.
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy's better than Drogba.
With you to start off with the Kane, you're going too far.
I'll run that one.
What are you talking about?
I'll run that one.
Look at Jamie Vardy.
The windows are getting a bit.
Jamie Vardy is a more consistent player. He's got a better legacy.
What's he talking about?
Now, do you know what? The Drogba thing's a mad one for me.
Drogba had 3 good years in the Premier League in 7.
You know what? The Drogba. You know what?
You're forgetting that I watched the whole of Drogba's career. You know,
you know Drogba.
Nah, but you see what this Drogba thing, yeah, is Drogba was cold, yeah, but. And I totally understand, yeah. My man in finals, yeah, was fucking clutch, different level clutch, and that is relevant. But the is how clutch he was in the finals. Like, does that mean that he's better than strikers that have scored substantially more goals than him?
No. That's why I put Kane. That's why I put Kane.
Hold on. Wait. Slow down.
Because my man's got under 100 goals in it. In the Premier League.
So where do you class Drogba? In strikers of
Drogba's just a clutch player. That's it.
But where are we putting him?
I don't put him in the top 10.
Oh my days!
Bro, it's hard because there's a lot of fucking stuff.
No, again, but no, because I don't think you've actually gone back and looked at the numbers.
There's hella strikers, you know.
If you look at the numbers, yeah. If you look at the numbers, he's had he's had 2 seasons.
Give me some. No,
D. What do we? Let me ask you this.
You said you don't rate him in the top 10.
I'll give you that. Trust me, I'll give you that. But
give me some names.
Wait. Let me ask, what do you consider a good striker now day and age? You consider they need to score 20 goals a season, right? That's what you say is a top striker. Would you both not agree? Is a 20 goal a season striker?
Base strikers on goals. That's the main thing.
Yes, Dean, 100%. And a 20 goal a season striker is what you consider a top player, right?
Yeah.
If Drogba in 8 years, if Drogba in 8 years only had 2 seasons above 20 goals, he can't be considered that great. He just had great moments. And that's the facts. There were seasons. There's seasons where he played 28, 30 games and he scored 7 goals. And he just got away with it.
So the moments don't matter.
The moments matter and they make him great. But at the end of the day, when we talk about all-round players, and strikers, yes, there is a lot of better strikers than him, a lot of better goal scorers. I like my strikers score goals. Score goals. If he's not scoring goals consistently, you can't sit here and put him up there with the best strikers.
Of course you can.
And when you said 10 better strikers, boy,
name them.
We can go through it. Obviously, I thought Kane easily.
You got Slow down. I'm gonna.
Oh my God! Look at this guy. You know,
I need to know what you're saying, because you're saying that there's 10 better strikers than Didier Drogba. So I want you to tell me which 10 strikers in the Premier League are better than Didier Drogba. You have to name them. You can't just say that.
Okay, I can name them. That's the
Aguero.
Aguero.
Let him do it.
Aguero is one of them. Yeah. Even let's go old school. Let me throw back first. Let's start off with the easy ones, the Shearers. Yeah. Then you're gonna throw an Andy Cole in there. You're gonna throw an Ian Wright. Yes, he is better. Andy Cole's better than Didier. What do you mean, bro? Of course he is.
He's not.
What?
Come on, man. Andy Cole's better than Drogba. Come on,
what do you mean?
He's not.
Well, Dean's just riding out on the old man then.
Bro. Andy Cole.
All right.
And putting Drogba above Andy Cole.
Definitely.
Andy Cole, bro.
Paolo one chop.
Paolo one chop's crazy.
Wait, let Jules finish. Go on, Jules. Go on, finish. Go on. So you got Andy Cole, you got who you say? Alan Shearer, Andy Cole. Go on.
Alan Shearer, you got Harry Kane, you've got Aguero, you've got I need to start ringing up Wayne Rooney, you've got strikers. I need to start thinking of old school strikers now. It
should be easy.
What do you mean, bro? Not like I can think of every Premier League striker now. If I get some strikers up in front of me,
we got time.
Hey, don't worry. I'll just throw some names in front of me so I can.
Yeah, you can Google as well.
Henry, of course. Henry's gonna be one of them. Yeah, Henry's.
Google.
I'm just trying to get some Suarez. That's another one. Definitely better than him. Cantona, of course. I mentioned him earlier. Definitely better than him. Van Persie's better than him. 100%.
Van Persie's not better than Drogba.
Yes, he is. Van Persie's better than Drogba.
You're losing the plot.
Van Nistelrooy better than Drogba. Van Nistelrooy is better than Drogba.
You're losing the plot.
And again, I'll say it right now. Jamie Vardy's better than Drogba.
He's going mad. He's losing the plot.
I'm not even. I don't get the joke. Jamie Vardy won Leicester a Premier League and an FA Cup. Jamie Vardy is one of, and you're forgetting he was 30 years old when he came to the Premier League. Jamie Vardy is one of the coldest strikers we've ever seen. But people just don't take it in because he plays for Leicester. Jamie Vardy is still this season bagging goals, doing his thing, putting Leicester on his back and getting like, bro. Nah, we're not doing it. And what Rude is definitely better than Drogba.
But you're saying Van Persie and Ruud van Nistelrooy are better than Drogba.
No,
Ruud van Nistelrooy is better than Drogba.
Ruud
van Nistelrooy. Van Persie's up there for me.
No, Ruud's better. Ruud's definitely Ruud van Nistelrooy. Come on, man. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy better than Didier Drogba.
Yeah, bro. Come on. Ruud van Nistelrooy, bro. He's the original Haaland. That's what he is. He's the original Haaland. He's a goal man.
Yeah, coming in just bagging goals.
Let's be serious.
No movement like it. Someone sent a
crazy, super chat.
Yeah? Big up A Solomon, man. That's his minute, man. Yes, Harry Kane, no trophies, and Vardy, 1 trophy is better than Drogba, 12 trophies. Classic Spurs fans take.
This is classic Chelsea take. They just talk about trophies because again, I can name 10 strikers who got more trophies than him if you want. That's not fucking hard. Like, what are we doing here?
I've never heard people actually believe. I didn't know you lot thought Drogba was the same level as Vardy.
I rate Drogba. He's a moments player, isn't he?
No, not
Vardy. In moments.
What? So you think Van Nistelrooy is better than Drogba?
Yeah, man. Cool.
So
Van Nistelrooy, bro.
Yes.
You remember? You're not forgetting Van Nistelrooy.
Better than Drogba.
Van Nistelrooy was clinic. He was.
I actually don't think you deep how many goals Drogba. There's seasons where Drogba has like 8 goals, 9 goals.
Van Nistelrooy is not a Premier League great.
He's better than Drogba.
He will. No,
but Drogba's a Premier League great. Drogba's a Premier League great.
Van Nistelrooy has to be a Premier League great. He must be a great.
Van Nistelrooy is a great Premier League striker.
Did Van Nistelrooy not get the move to Real Madrid after?
He weren't there.
He was in and out, no?
Yeah, he was in and out.
No, but even wait, like you said there, Dean. Even though he was in it for a short time, he's still got nearly as many goals as Drogba has in the Premier League. That's how mad it is. Within 3 or 4 years.
I remember he had a year out. Van Nistelrooy clears Drogba, man. Come on, what we do?
He is not.
You think Drogba's better than Van Nistelrooy? No way.
Drogba's better than Van Nistelrooy, definitely.
No way.
What about what we saying on Uwe Rosler though?
Uwe Rosler, you're taking the piss. Take your players out of here, man.
Bro, real gun man.
Yeah,
Granddad, bro, it's Granddad.
What Sean Goater? You're Sean Goater as well, yeah?
Fuck Sean Goater. It's all
Sean
about Uwe
Goater.
Rosler. Uwe Rosler, Granddad bombed Old Trafford. How about that?
Okay. Oh, easy. All right, mate.
Do you know what? Wait, do you know I deeped it? Do you know why Dean is on? Because Drogba, like we mentioned about Hazard, like he ruined you, man. He ruined your time as an Arsenal fan.
He ruined everyone.
No, but he scored more goals against Arsenal than any other team. That was it.
Come on, man. You don't remember Drogba, man. You don't remember.
I do remember Drogba. I watched his whole career. I watched Drogba. That's one thing. I remember the Malouda, Kalu, Drogba, and Nelka front four and mad.
Kaluda, I always liked that front three. Real talk. That was mad.
It was a front four. It wasn't even a free. It was like four.
Yeah, it was mad.
Them four was always them.
It was a cheat. It was
when Ancelotti was at Chelsea. Come on, man. Yeah. Look, even LB, another super chat. This is a conversation to be had.
Big up LB. Oh. Nicholas Anelka clears Drogba.
Anelka needs his prime, yeah.
But Anelka, yeah. Definitely. And I swear down, listen, if you're talking Anelka, that guy's a slag, like on some next level, bro. I swear
he played for every top team, bro.
He even played. We weren't good then. He played for us.
He played for us. He was on loan for us one season.
Bro,
he played for all of you, man.
He played for Chelsea. He played for Arsenal. Bro, he played for everyone.
Bolton, he didn't leave no stone unturned, bro.
He didn't go Tottenham. He didn't go Tottenham.
We had Anelka and Fowler at the same time, I think.
We had all the originals. Don't worry about that. Dude.
Anelka, Fowler, McManaman.
Yeah, Anelka, bro. Anelka's different gravy, man. Anelka's crazy. If he's Anelka was potential, bro.
I agree. I
didn't know people put Drogba outside the top 10 strikers. I've never heard that before.
Just outside. He's not like way outside. He's like
Dean's not happy. He wants to end the stream.
I actually can't believe that Drogba's not in the top 10 strikers in Prem history.
All right, so how high do you rank Drogba then? Because you think he's better than Kane. How high do you rate him? Because Kane is top 5.
Drogba is better than Kane. He is better than Kane.
Okay, so is Drogba top 5?
Well, Drogba had the one thing that if you gave Kane would be unstoppable.
Now look at Dean's screw face. I need to know if he's top 5. Answer the question. Don't run. D. No, D. I meant D. Is he top 5?
Top 5.
Because you must have him in your top 5 then.
He's up there. It's a question. It's a conversation.
You're doing this like, it's a question. Is he?
No, but obviously I've got to think, innit?
Who's top? What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
Well, I've named all these players, and you just laughed at half the players.
I'm not better than him.
All right, so I've named 5 players.
Above Drogba. You can't put Vardy above Drogba. You can't do that.
You can.
What about Paul Walhurst?
Oh, you're just here to troll Paul Walhurst. He's just here trolling.
You can't put. How can you say?
I might even throw a little Teddy in there. I might throw it.
Whoa.
You're going mad. You're going mad. You're going mad.
Too far, George.
You're going mad.
I'm playing about Sheringham.
No, you're not playing. Don't try.
I'm playing with Sheringham. I didn't watch Sheringham, so I was definitely playing.
You didn't watch Sheringham, but you're saying Andy Cole's better than Didier Drogba, innit? Because so you didn't watch Andy Cole either, then.
Andy Cole at the back end. He was here for a long time. You're forgetting. Andy Cole was around for a long time. He didn't do the Drogba thing. He wasn't in. He wasn't here just like floating around. Andy Cole was doing his thing for a long time.
You put Jamie Vardy above Drogba, innit? That's crazy to me. That's mad.
It's not crazy though. It's a very good conversation.
What is he saying?
I'm not putting Vardy above Drogba. I'm not.
What about Vardy do you man not rate? Because I think Vardy's like he's actually Premier League legacy is mad.
I don't know, man. I don't know what his legacy is. I'm just thinking that
he's got a Premier League title, something that Gerrard don't have. So don't sit there and say, "I don't know."
What's that got to do with Gerrard? What's that got to do with Gerrard?
I'm just saying, there's so
you're talking about Gerrard again. No,
okay. Yeah, because
you put Vardy above Jermaine.
No way. How?
Well, no, but if we're talking about
way,
is Vardy better than Defoe to you, Jules?
No, to me, because you're forgetting. JD played for my club, bro. JD, like, it literally, I fell in love with Spurs watching this guy play for my club. But at the same time, talking about who's greater, Vardy's greater, bro. He's got FA Cup in the Premier League, and he scored. And he scored.
Greater because they won trophies now.
JD, Vardy, and Defoe have got around the same amount of goals, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
Vardy's not better than
in and around the same amount of goals.
Vardy's not better than Jermaine. No chance.
To be fair, I did see Jermaine do something the other day where he said he's better than Van Nistelrooy and better than Van Persie. He said no, not Van Nistelrooy. He said he's better than Van Persie and like he said he's better than a couple big strikers. So
yeah, but that's how strikers talk, innit? That's how strikers they believe themselves.
I'm not gonna. He played for my club, so I ain't gonna pop him down, innit? That's one thing I won't do. But
that's what great strikers do, man. They believe that they are the best. Why
I think he's gold. I think Jermaine, if he was playing the Premier League today, he'd be easily get 20 goals.
He'll be bagging goals easy now. Easy. But bro, I can't believe you're telling me that Vardy is better than Drogba. I can't.
You man just don't rate Vardy. That's what it is. Vardy's.
I do rate Vardy, bro. But bro, come on, man. What you trying to tell me? Them couple seasons Vardy's done better than what Drogba's done. What we doing?
He ain't done. No, you don't get it. Vardy's not done a couple seasons.
If this was in another situation, I'd be drawing. I'd be going to the right hand side of the panel. I'd be looking for media, and I'd be finding the video of. Is it a colour thing? Is it?
I think it might be as to why they don't rate Jamie Vardy. Yeah,
Vardy's not better than Drogba.
And when you talk about like range of goals, Dean remembers that goal Vardy scored against you, man, bro.
Against us, I do remember the goal, bro. But I remember the goal that Drogba scored against us, bro. Back to goal, chest, turn, volley, goal. No defender could mark Drogba. You get me? It didn't matter who was on him.
And people couldn't mark Vardy. He was always run like Vardy in behind was bro. Come on, man. You couldn't stop Vardy from running in behind.
Does Vardy how many great moments does Vardy have? Compared
has a lot. That's the thing. He has a lot of great. You're forgetting, bro. He won the Premier League with Leicester, bro, and he won the FA Cup. And he scored. And you're forgetting that Vardy in these seasons, and even seasons after that, when Leicester should have finished in the top 4, but unfortunately he was bagging 20 goals.
So who was Leicester's most important player in that campaign?
They had a few, man. They obviously had Mahrez, him, and Kante. Those three were just. And the one thing you see, Mahrez considered one of the best players we've seen in the Premier League. Kante considered one of the best players we've seen in the Premier League. Vardy is in that conversation too.
No, he's not.
What did you say? Hold on. What did you say? What did you just say? What did Jude just say?
One of the best. It means he's going to be remembered as one of the best in this generation. When you talk about football,
when you take Kante and Mahrez, fair enough.
Why don't you wear sunglasses no more? By the way,
you mean?
Oh, yeah, Dean got rid of them.
Yeah, I was thinking this.
The sun's coming out. You're supposed to have them.
Watch. If the title gets wrapped up, you'll see them sunglasses come back at you. You see them.
I had
to humble myself for a little while. I had to humble myself.
Is Vardy better than Kane?
No. He's greater than Kane, though. He'll be considered a more Premier League great.
He's not better, but he's greater.
No, because it's a different conversation. Better is who's the better player. Greater, who's got a better legacy.
Jules, who do you have in your team, Vardy or Drogba?
Who's better, Tevez or Vardy? Who's better, Tevez or Vardy?
Tevez.
No, Tevez. Definitely Tevez. Tevez is old. I forgot to name Tevez about being better than Drogba.
Who would you have in your team? Answer the question that Dean asked you. Who would you rather have in your team, Vardy or Drogba?
Who's better, Edin Dzeko or Vardy?
Vardy.
Vardy, bro.
Dzeko's better than Vardy.
Bro, Vardy's. Joy, do you know Vardy's 39 and he's still balling out? You know.
This is what he came to the Premier League at 30 years old, bro. People are not getting how deep.
Who do you have in your team?
Who's you have in your team?
140 goals.
That's brilliant. But who do you have in your team? Drogba or Vardy?
Yeah, I'm having Drogba all fucking day long.
What's wrong? What's hard with the question? The question is a simple question. Who do you have in your team? You just got to say the name.
No, because again, if we're talking about across the season, I'd rather have Vardy. If you're talking about in a big game, I'd rather have Drogba.
I just asked you a simple question. Who do you have in your team? No contents there.
Actually, Drogba's had a few seasons where he's not been the best player for Chelsea. They had so many. When you talk about play, like he could fade into the background, and then he just got other players turn up. Lampard scoring 20 goals. You got all these other players turn up and scoring.
Fade into the background. When you play against Drogba, you know the game.
You guys have looked at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
I have looked at the numbers.
I need you to answer the question. Who do you have in your team?
Wait, Dean, I used to be. I used to be like you, and then I looked at the numbers. I was like, "Bruh, Drogba, he clouded us because
again, was a bad boy, you know.
He never scored that many goals. Drogba was not as consistent as people thought.
Yeah, I hear it. Listen, I hear it. I'm not. See me, I'm not the biggest Drogba fan.
You said you're a number guy. You're numbers.
Yes.
You said Striker needs 4 goals. I can name you 4 seasons where he didn't get more than like 10 goals.
I know that's my tally bit about
And is that
Drogba
not
as
wild?
well.
Is that not wild? Is that not wild?
It is.
That Striker's not scoring more than.
You still answer the question. Who'd you rather have?
He's having the same. He's had seasons like Darwin Núñez having right now.
He's ignoring it. He's not answering the question. Who'd you rather have in your team?
Drogba or Vardy? I know the answer, but it's small. You answered it a long time ago. No context. Just who? Who?
But I answered the question.
I didn't hear the answer. Just say the name. Don't give me no content. Just the answer.
If it's across the season, I want Vardy. If it's in a big game, I want Drogba.
So you want both of them. That's what you're saying. You want both.
Depends on the circumstance.
Oh, you pick one. You're picking both. It's crazy to me. You don't think Vardy's better than because you just said Vardy. I'm picking Drogba.
Of course, you're picking Drogba. Anyone in the world is picking Drogba. Apart from
picking Drogba.
I got the numbers up. Just to show you guys. Yeah, just to pop down on your team because really, you man are overrating his team, innit? Yeah. He had 2 seasons where he scored 20 plus goals. 2. Only 2. One was, and he got 20 on the dot. And 1 season he went crazy, which was 09-010. That season we're talking about Ivan Ancelotti. Yeah, Malouda and them, man. Went crazy. 29 goals. Apart from that, he had 5 goals 1 season, 5 goals another season, 8 goals another season, 10 goals another season, 12 in another, and then 11. What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah, listen. It's not about Drogba. It wasn't always about goals. Drogba wasn't about goals with him. It wasn't always about it. He in your team, you win stuff because he's that focal striker. You can't be no better focal striker than Drogba.
You can create. He's a creator. Facts. He's a creator.
You get me? Like you knock the ball up to me, holds it, he brings other people to play. He's known for that. You get me? But if you're talking about numbers, cool. Because I'm a numbers guy. I'm a numbers guy.
I'm a numbers guy for strikers. I like to score.
My striker needs goals. But the thing is,
he doesn't like
Vardy. If you put in Vardy above Drogba, that's when I've got to step in and say, nah, I'm not having that.
D likes Havertz, so it's making sense. That's what it is. D likes Havertz. Like you would want a striker like Havertz, and I get it. You like strikers.
Better than Aguero.
You like pretty strikers. You're on that. You like a guy like
better than Aguero.
Pretty. I hear it.
Is Harry Kane better than Lewandowski?
Yeah.
Better than Lewandowski. I'm trying to think who Lewandowski is now. You made me think. George, you just confused me.
You know what? Wait, do you know why that's even a conversation to be had? Because obviously he's now at Bayern. He's breaking all the records that Lewandowski has. Literally.
You mean
at Bayern.
You know what? That's a conversation though, because now you're right. He's at Bayern doing stuff. Kane is doing stuff now.
He's doing the exact same. He's doing better than what he's doing, if not better than what Lewandowski was doing there. So again, it's a good conversation to be had. But I'm not mad at someone choosing Lewandowski over Kane because I rate Lewandowski mad highly too. Isn't it? There.
Is Kane better than Rooney?
No, not as all round. I've just told you Rooney was the greatest English player. I think best. Sorry.
You said Kane's been the best. You said Kane's been the best striker
in the last 10 years. Yeah, 2015 was when Rooney left the Premier League. Pretty much 2016. And he was.
All right. June, would you take Rooney in your team before Kane?
Of course.
You take Rooney your Tottenham team before Kane?
Bro, Rooney was crazy, bro.
You'd have took Rooney in your forget legacy now. I'm talking about you would have took Rooney. Take Kane out your team. You'd have put Rooney there instead.
Rooney would do more, innit? Rooney would.
You think Rooney done more goals? You reckon he scored more goals?
I don't know if he scored more goals than Kane because I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily a better goal scorer than Kane. Kane might be a better goal scorer than Rooney's a better player.
I know Rooney's a better player, but so you'd have
that's
Rooney
the thing with Kane. Yeah, Kane is the definition of goal scorer. That is it. He's a goal scorer.
That's what I like.
You can't get he will always get goals. Kane
that's what I'm on. That's why I don't understand why you take Rooney over.
But it's Kane a better.
Kane never won me nothing. That's the problem. Kane never won me nothing.
Kane a better goal scorer than Michael Owen.
Bro, yes.
Question, you know? That's a good question.
Yes. Because again, when you're talking about
the facts will say yes. The facts will say yes, but Owen had mad injuries.
You can't do across a 2-year period. You have to do across their whole career.
Yeah,
Kane at 32 years old right now, and Owen at 32 was nearly retired, bruv.
Owen was done when he was 27. Owen was done at 26, 27.
That's my point.
That's the problem. But in his prime, you couldn't touch Owen. You couldn't touch him when he was about 18, 19. You couldn't touch Owen. It was crazy. It was crazy times.
I don't know, man. Kane is a goal scorer, but
you just don't rate Kane like that. Like
no, Kane's a real gunman. See him.
D don't rate him. D don't think he's a gunman.
Kane's a real. That's the definition of gunman. Kane. He's a real gunman. You can't even deny it. He's a batsman. He put the ball in, he scores. The only thing I don't like about Kane was the England thing. The last Euro.
I'm not even an England fan, so I don't even care.
It pissed me off. Watching him, it just looked like we had 9 men when Kane was in the team. It looked disgusting. He had no pace. He was never up front. It pissed me off. You get me? But obviously in a better team, you see him now at Munich, that he's recaptured that, whatever. But when he was playing for England, it was nasty work, bro. That we knew, everyone knew.
I don't put Kane in the great conversations, in the greats.
Yeah, you don't rate Kane. I hear it.
That's the same as Shearer. Shearer, yeah, is not in the greatest strikers of all time conversation.
What, in the Premiership?
No, he's a great in the Premier League. But he's not a great in the all-time striker convos. Shearer,
world,
them type of guys, they're not in the greats convos.
Yeah, in the Premier League, different, isn't it? But yeah.
But we're talking about Premier League. That's the point. We're not talking about all like I wouldn't compare like Kane to Suarez and Ronaldo Nazario and all this. They just had made. I wouldn't do it because they're just, oh shit, Daps get started early.
That's you.
You ain't started yet.
No, I'm only fucking joking. I'm joking.
Are you trenching it tonight or what, bro?
I'm joking.
Man's got to get trenches started now. It's crazy.
Bro, do you know what? I was just having at the barbers this morning. Yeah, I was having a conversation with a girl that worked in there, and she was like asking me what I drink and whatever. And then she was like saying, "Oh, rum's really bad on me." I was like, "What rum though?" And she was like, "Any rum." And I was like, "Nah, but like," and she goes, "Nah, any rum, Bacardi, anything. I'm just bad on rum." And I was like, "You ever had like Ray and Neff or any like proper West Indies?" She's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, nah, you don't want to, bro." Could you imagine, bro? If normal, you know, the difference. You see, like if you drink vodka,
they call
like,
Bacardi rum is crazy,
bro. But this is what I'm saying. Imagine if you say you have vodka, Smirnoff, or say you have Ciroc or Goose. Yeah. The difference on how turned up you get is not that much. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Nah, bro. There's a difference. There is a difference. Yeah. But the difference isn't that much. The difference between if you're having, say, Captain Morgan's, yeah, and a proper rum, the difference on how turned up you're getting is fucking different.
Complete
different world.
It's a different sport. It's a different sport.
No, but putting Ray in that conversation is unfair, isn't it? Because Ray's like doubled the amount of alcohol.
Because Ray is not even the worst. Ray's not even the fucking worst.
What's that Trinidad one, innit? I know that red label, whatever
what's
it is.
It called now? Or what's it called? Jack Iron from Grenada, bro. Jack Iron is death. Bro, it's death. Like, I'm trying to get someone to get
drink it. You can't even drink it.
I had it once. I had it once at someone's function. When my brethren got married, we all got given a hip flask full of it. I didn't touch it, bro. That's going in everyone else's drinks. I'm not touching that death water.
Yeah, bro, you try to drink that straight, you don't even taste it straight away. You start burning off about 10 seconds.
I'm not saying one shot of it and you're mashed, yeah. But if you've been drinking, yeah, and then someone comes and gives you a shot of Jack Iron, yeah, your whole night's changing. Your whole night is changing, bro. And especially even more so if it's one that they've snuck over in a fucking sly bottle. Like the legit one, you're dead.
The paint stripper. The paint stripper.
Bro, it is crazy. Paint stripper.
Yeah, you use them things to fill cups and that.
Bro, they're mad.
They fix cups. You pour it on your cut, you'll burn you.
Yeah, it's done. That's what you do, bro. You just burn out your thing, clean out the infection.
What percentage is Ray, actually?
60 something.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right, George. That is mad. I've never even looked at it, you know. It's mad.
63%, man.
Yeah, I never realised it was that high, you know.
But we used to get rum from St. Lucia, bro.
Yeah, that is 63% is mad.
Anything, I'll be real, anything above 40 just don't taste good, really. Like that's
yeah.
Them ain't for drinking straight, really.
But the bad thing is, there's a
and you're the guy telling them, no, D, you can't say that, Dean, because every time I'm trench, what? You mixing your rays?
No, I'm saying I don't mix it, but I'm saying them rums are for like to making rum punches and making something. Unless
Bro,
you're
there's one
rip
spot. There's one spot in Milton Keynes, yeah. It's Revs de Cuba, I think it is, right? And no lie, in there, they're making their cocktails with, and it's a pretty commercial club, yeah. They're making their cocktails with Ray.
Yeah, bro. That's what
that's standard.
bro.
Bro,
It's
it's not
standard.
up here. That ain't standard.
That's
Up
what
here,
it's
there's usually.
That's
Up
what
here,
Ray's for.
Bro, I hear it, but
Ray's
not in these. Bro, these commercial clubs up here, usually you're getting some cheap rum, like some
Okay, fair
basic
enough.
cheap rum.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
no
No, that's
Ray
what
and
Ray's
left.
for still. You mix
Because
that.
Ray goes further, innit? Ray will go further.
Yeah.
If you go to like a bar in somewhere like, I don't know, like a Brixton or Peckham or something like that, like somewhere a bit, you'll get rum. You'll get a rum.
Yeah, bro, but hold on. I fully agree with you if you go to Brixton or Peckham. Yeah.
saying that,
No,
it's like
bro,
over there, innit?
This is Revs de Cuba in Milton Keynes, bro.
Oh yeah, Milton Keynes, come on.
And
we
Revs
doing?
de Cuba, like it's a commercial, like that's a commercial spot. Thinking, what are you trying to do to people?
It changes the taste of your drink, though.
Yeah,
It does. It does.
It's got a serious, it's got a distinctive taste.
Well,
Ray.
I can't lie. I think Ray just like as far as in cocktails, it just goes with rum. It goes with rum punch. Like any other cocktail, it changes it too much where it's not that cocktail no more because the taste is too different. It just suits rum punch.
That's what it's made. That's what it's made for.
That's a serious. That's what Trench Talk started on, man. It's a serious.
Yeah, man. It started on the Ray.
Started on the Rays.
Ray once in the blue moon. Once a month. We got to
fade it out.
You man made me do like four. I've literally got like there was like 4 or 5 bottles of Ray down.
I don't like the way you say bottles of Ray. You got little infant bottles. Don't
can't
say
even
bottles.
do that, bro. I never got the smallest one. Always the medium bottle. Always
Yeah, you got junior bottles, man. Don't say bottles like bottles. Like you ain't got big grown folk bottles, man. Not grown folk.
Nah, man. There's no way I'm. Yeah.
But all you man though, you for the barbecue, you lot need to just book the hotel at the end of the. Actually, you've got a driver. You've got Dean.
Say again.
Me or him? I drive. Who?
You might. I was going to say, nah, bro. You man need to just book the hotel at the end of the road so you get fully.
You talking about just stay in your house? What?
You can do, but bro,
I don't know what you're talking about.
The hotel.
But not everyone wants to do that, innit?
Yeah, I am. I'm staying there.
No, that's calm then. You can stay.
What are you talking about?
And I've got the bed for myself. No one can share my bed. I'll tell you that now. I don't know what you got to do.
I
don't know what bed you're having.
Seems has to go to his girls or something.
Yeah, something's happening. I'm definitely sleeping in comfort. I'm not sleeping on the floor. I'll tell you that.
Right, bro, my AstroTurf's good. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I know you have a good night's sleep there, yeah. Because I know.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna be comfy. That's what I know.
Hey, bro.
We should have done a spring one and a summer one, man.
Bro, it's Cass. Convince Cass.
I know.
Convince Cass.
Cass is a spoil sport, man. He's a spoil sport. I'm trying to.
I don't understand. What do you mean convince Cass?
What is it? At this barbecue? What is it? Is it just us, or is there?
What do you mean by that, D?
Loads of people.
No, what do you mean by that, D? What? Who else might be? Who else would you want me to invite, D?
No one in particular.
Oh, okay. No particular type of people. No, okay, cool.
Not anyone you're trying to avoid.
Oh,
no. We saying hooks, man. You missed the whole conversation. He said you missed the whole conversation with Vardy and Drogba.
Oh,
I mean,
that's gonna be. Oh, that will be brought up tonight. Oh no, it can't. It's football.
No, there's football talk tonight.
It's football quizish. But yeah, we can still get to it though.
We have to talk about it.
Boy, I saw a certain man trying to downplay David Beckham in it. So
madness.
Who downplayed? Who actually downplayed Beckham?
Me.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, did you? You actually downplayed him.
I didn't downplay him. I said if you compare him to wingers of nowadays, I don't think he would have the.
I'll be real.
This is what you don't get. That was the conversation. You guys can't change. I'm not. Oh, by the way, yeah, Hooks is here.
Who changed it? Who did I compare him to? Who did I compare him to?
Don't change it.
I said he's got a similar set as what's it? I said he's got similar to
his delivery was special. His delivery is, bro. I swear,
we said all of that. I just said that
his delivery was different, gravy, man.
Not a conversation, but
I put him Kevin De Bruyne. That's what I put him. That's what
I hear that. His delivery, I'm putting with De Bruyne. I am.
Well, what do you think about Drogba?
He wasn't a winger though. So
what do you think about Drogba?
But he was more of a winger than De Bruyne, bro. De Bruyne was never really a winger.
Like Beckham wasn't a winger. So to say if you compare him to wingers nowadays, you can't.
Nah. He was a right midfielder for me. He was actually
what do you think about
midfielder.
Drogba? I don't know. You're right with Drogba.
What I think about him.
You heard the Drogba conversation, right?
I actually didn't hear the Drogba conversation.
So we were going through strikers.
Of back and forth.
D was trying to say Drogba is one of the best strikers in Premier League history and all this, and I named 10 minutes. Yeah, 11.
You didn't name me 10 better. You didn't name me 10 better.
I did. I named 11 or 12. I literally did.
Didn't. You said Vardy. Put Vardy in there.
I named 11 or 12 players. They're not going back through it. I definitely did.
Yeah, you didn't.
Where do you?
This is Vardy v Drogba. This whole stream is Vardy v Drogba, basically.
Did you actually say that Vardy is a better striker than Drogba though?
I said he's a greater player and he's a better legacy than Drogba. Yes,
that is not.
No, because when you guys asked me who I'd rather have in my team, I said. But when I said overall, when you're taking because we're not doing who's a better player, better striker. We're talking about who's better.
That's what it is.
Because we're not talking about what they do on. We're talking about in general. Who's better? When you're naming top 10, who's going to be in your top 10? That's what you're talking about. Drogba doesn't make mine. Jamie Vardy does.
Who is your top 10?
Jamie Vardy makes your top 10 for real.
He's crazy.
I said he might do. I don't know, but he wouldn't be ahead of Drogba. As my
Vardy's not better than Fowler, is he?
No, he's not.
What are you thinking about?
Legacy.
Sorry, what did you just say?
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill
D,
you.
what did you just say?
What's going on?
I didn't hear. Who did you say?
Fowler.
Chuck him out. Hey, chuck him out of there. Chuck him out of there, man.
Dean's doing the Liverpool thing again.
Chuck him out of it, man. Chuck him out.
Why
people Vardy and Fowler?
Fowler's cold. Wait, so is Fowler better than Drogba? I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, Fowler.
Because no one mentioned him earlier. No one mentioned Fowler earlier in the conversation. That just means there's more players better than Drogba. Thank you.
The only white I realised with Dean, the only white strikers Dean likes played for fucking Liverpool. Yeah,
I can't believe what you're saying there, bro. I'll rate Kane and Shearer. Shearer is.
In fact, that was it. That was the biggest one.
Shearer is undeniable.
Drogba's better than Kane. Do you abide by
that?
He's
better than Kane.
You know, Shearer's actually better than I reckon we all like. You know, when you say or in fact, I'll talk for myself. I used to look at Shearer and go, yeah, obviously mad numbers, but he was like a bit of, he's like a tapping merchant. Yeah. Then you go back and watch Shearer. Was he fucked?
No way was he a tapping merchant.
Shearer was scoring bad boy
goals. He was scoring every week.
Bro, bad boy. Shearer was a bad boy.
Shearer was quick as well. He was fast.
Yeah. Strong. Bro, Shearer was strong. Bro, you even say with the mentality thing, bro, Shearer won fucking Blackburn Rovers the Premier League. Like,
Premier League, bro.
I do think in a mad way. I do think in a mad way, Shearer sometimes is a bit disrespected. And
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
People do talk about, because if you look at the number of goals he's got, it should not be a conversation. Shearer should be the best striker of all time, if you're basing it on goals. But no one ever says that. No one ever says that, And I do get there's been better footballers, but I think we do sometimes disrespect Shearer a little bit still. I do think we do.
To answer I've been thinking about it, Drogba, was insanely clutch. But
Collymore.
As an overall player, I don't know you. I do think he is a bit slightly overrated as
that's my point.
Player. But he's defo arguably one of the most clutch strikers.
That's where I am. I'm exactly the same as you.
That's exactly what I'm. Very good. But that's important. That's important, though.
You don't want that.
Of course it is.
And I feel like as an Arsenal fan, you'll probably be more biased towards saying Drogba was wavy because Drogba always used to bad us up.
What did I say? I said this is literally the words that come out of my mouth earlier.
Do you know what it is? Do you know in Drogba's defense, though? In Drogba's defense, because I agree with Hooks, that obviously clutch undoubtedly, but then you look in the league,
goals and games and all
but then you look in the league, and obviously. Hold on, you look in the league, and Drogba, obviously, in the Premier League, Drogba didn't score mad numbers of goals. But then you look in the cup competitions, he won them. He won them trophies.
How does it? Wait,
But
you
then, hold on. But then, if you go and look in the league, how many leagues did Chelsea win while Drogba was there? A few, right? So therefore, for me, it shows that actually he can do because obviously individuals can win you cups, whereas teams win you leagues, which actually shows you know what, Drogba's a great fucking player because he could do the individual thing.
You're forgetting that Chelsea was Man City before City, bro.
I'm not forgetting that, bro.
Signed everyone.
Yeah, but still, what I'm saying is he can be the individual in the cup competitions when you need individuals, or he can be the team player that'll win you leagues. He actually did both.
Yeah, Drogba was a complete striker. Like he was like that guy, focal point, bro. Like if you had one striker, he'll thrive today.
Did they win a Champions League with him? They did win a
Someone
Champions League
put
with
the
him, didn't they?
stats in the chat, and the guy has here, Ruud van Nistelrooy played 104 games less than him, only has 9 goals less. And you're trying to tell me Drogba's better than Van Nistelrooy. You've lost your mind.
Van Nistelrooy was a bad man. Van Nistelrooy was a bad man.
Van Nistelrooy was definitely a penalty box merchant, though.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
He was a bad man.
12-yard box merchant.
What is wrong with that? That's what I want a striker to be doing.
I remember man used to try and put him in the same breath as Henry, blood. Never.
No, that's silly. Who done that? That's silly.
They used to compare.
But you know what? Do you know what? I can't lie to anybody. I think I would rather have Ruud van Nistelrooy in my team than Drogba.
Yeah, of course. Ruud was crazy, bro. You have Drogba over Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Definitely.
The striker. No,
definitely.
Man. No way. Ruud was a killer in front of goal. Killer.
Well, Johnson was a bad boy. I've seen a few. Jordan Brown, you're right. Johnson was an absolute bad boy.
Johnson was wavy. Yeah, Johnson was
wavy as hell.
He's not in this conversation. He's not in this conversation.
I can't lie. If I'm talking about over the years who's had the best players overall, I do, bro. When you go through Chelsea, some of the players that Chelsea have fucking had, bro, it's different level, and that's what frustrates me.
Bro.
That's what, bro. Before they started winning,
Zola.
bro. Ballack was a baller, bro. They got rid.
Shevchenko.
They got.
You man are not deep in. They were City before City. They had that 5-year period where they signed between 05 and 010. They signed everyone. How could they have? They had Robben.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not even City on City, bro. The squad depth they had, because when you talk about City, their squad depth was fucking insane, bro. Like they had players.
What are we doing?
No, bro, not Chelsea's level. Chelsea's level of squad depth.
Chelsea's level was crazy. Chelsea's level was nuts.
Look, the other thing is,
they had all captains in their team. Everyone was captain.
For a longer period as well, because right under Mancini and Pellegrini, we had deeper squads. Under Pep, and I'm happy to sit down and do this with you at any point. City's squad was a lot smaller.
But you're forgetting that all these players that you're naming in the Chelsea team and that they done the same. They were there for 1 year, 2 years, and dipped. They were all just like little spells. They all done 1 2 years dip, 1 2 year dip, 1 2 year. None of these players, apart from like the core, the Drogba, Lampards, and that, stayed for 5 6 years. Most of them were in and out.
That's really right, to be fair. So
we just remember all these names, but they were never had like a mad impact. Like Ballack was cold, but you wouldn't talk about Ballack and say, "Oh, he's the best." Like when he was at Chelsea, was the best time. Was it Robben?
Who was it? Kalu and Malouda, bro. Like how long? They were only there for a couple of seasons, weren't they? As well.
Yeah. Someone said Damien Duff. He was cold. Damien Duff
was
who's like a German Don? There was a German Don for him that was pretty cold as well, and like he was only there for a season or two.
Who?
Our German player. It was there.
Robben. Not talking about
Robben. Not Robben. He wasn't as big as him. I can't. I'll find it in a minute. Do you know who I always? I'll find it in a second. Schürrle. I thought Schürrle was cold, bro. They just like wasn't. But I thought he was good. But he didn't cut it.
He played the same as De Bruyne, isn't it? He played the similar.
It was good. And I tell you,
he was there when De Bruyne was there. In fact,
do you know what I liked as well? I liked. Who was there? Ramirez. I thought Ramirez was cold.
Oh yeah,
Ramirez.
Baller. He was like Kante before Kante. Yeah.
Man with his braces. I hated him with his stupid braces in his mouth. He used to piss me off. Always come questions Liverpool. Piss me off, man. Too much engine. Yeah, there was a nightmare them days, man. They had everyone.
It's because I think even now Chelsea still do the same thing. Like they're the one team that always will hoard players and get rid of them quick. Whereas all of our other teams aren't good at getting rid of players. They will bring someone in, get rid of them, bring them in, get rid of them. They don't care. They will happily turn over players. They don't give up.
Yeah.
Chelsea had they had the names, and every one of their players were captain of their club, the country. Most of their players were captains of their countries.
And even before, I think it was before. It was before my man Roman took over. Even when they had like you said, when they got Hullet and they had Dan Petrescu and they had Zola and even like, bro, I know he's English, but Dennis Wise. I thought Dennis Wise was a cold baller. Like
Gus Poyet, he was.
Poyet was cold.
Vialli, bro, Vialli as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, people don't actually realize how much of a baller Gianfranco Zola was.
Yeah,
Zola was a bad boy.
Bad boy. Yeah.
He was
really was.
Could not get the ball off that guy. Could not get the ball off him.
The other day I watched. I think it was the 97.
Poor Andre Flo, another one. Yeah.
I think it was the 97-98 game between Arsenal and Chelsea, and Zola was he was a problem, man. He was a proper problem. So
I'm gonna see.
But I want to go back now, and watch, because I was a big Robert Pires fan, but when D earlier on said like that
and Hazard the same level,
I want to go back and watch Pires because obviously they're different. There are different eras in my life, so I need to go back and watch it. Pires.
I asked him who was better between Hazard and Pires. He said they're about the same level. What do you think? An Arsenal player, he don't want to say it. He don't want to say it, but he knows Hazard killed him too many times.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Zola or Hazard?
No,
Zola,
because
no,
what?
Different players, to be fair.
What?
Technical ability.
D, I was going to ask you this. So you said Pires and Hazard. That means, that you rate Pires over Overmars, right? Yeah, because I thought Pires Overmars was a very good balance.
I would have rather had Overmars. I would have had Overmars in my team before Pires.
Close, man. They complement each other. One was technical, one was obviously just kicking around quick and.
I hear it.
I'm on that. Results. I'm on that.
Oh, what about Ray Parlour? You having Ray Parlour though?
Oh, Ray Parlour, proper.
Paul Merson, yeah.
No. Ray Parlour. What are you saying? Because, bro, there was a place for him. He was needed.
It was just like another James Milner.
Bro, you can say another James Milner. James Milner was needed. You can say another.
Why do you look at that? James Milner's a bad man.
These men are all men that are very needed in teams. I agree with you.
James Milner was a bad man.
Man was called Ron.
James Milner was a bad man. I can't.
Good player. He wasn't a bad man.
James Milner was a bad man.
I hate Milner, but I rated him. His last season at City was proper.
Them guys are captains, bro. They're real.
The ability is different.
He's good. Do you know what? We might as well start talking about Gareth Barry as well. Then,
these guys are important players, bro. They're important players.
Very important, bro. Very
important players. But you do not look at them and say they're bad man. They're not bad man. They're just good players.
They're needed.
Do you know what? They are needed. They're needed players. Like remember when I said
because you're needed, it doesn't make you a bad man, though. That's what I mean,
bro. Because you're needed, bro. Without them sort of players, you don't win things.
Can you not remember earlier in the season? Can you remember earlier in this season? I said that that Declan Rice is like a modern day Gareth Barry, right? And then everyone thought I was dissing Declan Rice, and I was like, that's not a diss. The reason why I said it is because back in the day, my brethren Mario, who's an Arsenal fan, used to laugh at players like Milner, Barry, and I used to say, bro, one day, like you're laughing at players that every title winning team, they need you need, especially when you're bringing in players from all over the world, you need a few of these players and that's what I mean by Declan Rice. Now, I do think Declan Rice is more techie than Gareth Barry, let me be clear, but I think like there's an importance of Declan Rice being in this Arsenal midfield,
then
a bit like Gareth Barry was at City. Like there is an importance to it.
Is that a
glue?
Is that because he's English? No, I'm being real. Is that because he's English? He's not that techie, let's be real. English players in the midfield tend to be a bit more. They're passion merchants, isn't it? They just got energy. They're running.
Do you know what it is, bro?
That's why. It's just they're not
and the culture. They know the culture.
It's not just that. It's not that is relevant. All of that is relevant, but also I do think sometimes having a player that is fine with doing the basics, and doesn't try and do too much, just sometimes says, no, my job is to get the ball and to move the ball to someone else, and to keep the ball. Like a lot of players,
no ego about it. No ego.
Bro, do you know a prime example?
What's best for the team?
The opposite would be Garnacho. Yeah, he will never do those basics. Yeah, he will never do the basics, and because of that, he'll never be in a great team. Because he won't do the basics. He's always trying to do that little bit more. And usually by doing that little bit more, he ends up fucking up. Whereas these man, and I'm not saying you need multiples in a team, but if you go and look at these teams that win trophies, there's always these type of players about there. Like they are important in this league, 100%.
They're probably the most important.
Man. They're the glue, bro. They're the glue that sticks things together.
Look when Rodri's not playing.
Bro, do you know another mad one? Another mad one is even, I think in Centurion season, I think it was Fabian Delph.
I know you guys said Delph. Yeah,
Delph at City.
Delph was a bad boy player anyway. He was a bad boy player. Yes, bro. When he was at Leeds, bro. Oh my God.
I'm not hearing it.
Bro, I watched him. Remember, my dad's a Leeds fan. I had to watch him. He was such a good player. He was better at Leeds than he was at
do you know the problem in this day and age, is that these type of players, we're talking
about Leeds.
Do you know why these players will never get the credit that they deserve?
They
will never get the credit they deserve because of Twitter. Like Twitter will never like these players. Like they won't, because they're everything that Twitter is against. Yeah, because I do hear it. They're passion merchants.
You talk to the football players, they will tell you who the main players are.
Yeah.
No, those players are needed. I think that's what you said. For every team that's a winning team, they need players like that. Just role players. They do the basics. They do their jobs, and plus,
not just role players.
No, but you don't. I think you're downplaying. When I mean role player, I mean someone that knows their role and they play it well. Like someone that knows their job. They specifically know what they need to do for the team. And like you said there about Garnacho, they're never overdoing it. Fabian Delph's never going to try to take his man on, do a mad thing. He's going to do the pass. He's going to make the easy. He's going to do his job so well.
And at times, there's one moment, obviously it was on the documentary. There's one moment in the dressing room, like in that season, in a very important game where Fabian Delph is just saying to the rest of the City team, and this is David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, all of them. He's going, boys, we just need to do the basics. Yeah, just think about the basics. And sometimes you need that. Like one of the things I think we've missed this season is in our dressing room. I think at the moment, for the first time, we ain't got no one like that at the moment at City. Like without Rodri, when Rodri's not there, we don't have people that.
I think De Bruyne's checked out. He's been checked out.
Bro, I think a lot of them have, to be honest with you. It's all a bit weird, but anyway.
Crazy.
But Milner, to be fair, the one thing I'd say about Milner, although we put him in that bracket, is Milner's last season at City before he left on a free, he was playing more on the wing, right? And I think he was one of our best players that season. The only reason he left is because basically he was still, even though he was one of our best players that season, he still wasn't going to be a starter. And he wanted to be a starter. But I rate Milner very highly. Man.
I love Milner. Brilliant, bro. I think he was like, for us, like
is he still playing? Is he still playing?
That man, he can't. Yes, he is. He's at thingy. Brighton, isn't he? He's at Brighton. I swear he's at Brighton. I swear.
He was at Brighton. I don't know if he is now. He was. Yeah, he was.
I swear he is. You know.
Oh, did any of you lot see that interview with Henderson the other day?
No, what's that?
Bro, like some dickhead Dutch journalist started just asking him we just let loose on this journalist basically, but rightly so. The journalist was being an absolute prick, like trying to demand that Henderson told him details about a deal and that, and he was like, I don't need to tell you nothing. Like it's just a bit mad. Are you lot watching England tonight?
No.
They're playing tonight. Who they playing?
Don't know. We're playing tonight though.
That says enough. Dean's not watching.
I don't know who we're playing.
Yeah, you're not watching them. That's why. You didn't even
I didn't know they were playing today. I don't know who they're playing.
We was never watching them, Dean. That's why.
Is it Albania? Is it Albania or are we playing
Albania? Oh,
yeah, it's Albania. It's Albania. It's Albania, bro.
Get out here. Bro. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that.
Bro, the Albanians are going to be mashing a P at Wembley.
Can't believe that.
That says stuff on here. What's on his channel is crazy.
Oh, because you lot are cool.
It's like you got the disguise on. Like people don't recognize you. It's crazy.
Bro, give me a week. I will do. At the moment, I can't. Like, give me a week.
Man, to the hair, I think no one can recognize him. He's mad.
If he's got a mask on.
No.
Like you can't see his face.
I know, it's crazy. I don't understand. Like, disguised it. I hear it.
Any notable call-ups? Nah, bro. If I am intrigued to see how Tuchel lines us up.
Lines up, innit? Yeah.
What did you guys think of his comments the other day? When he come out in the interview, saying basically how they were scared.
I agree with him 100%.
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
That's what he said.
I don't want to misquote him, so I can get up the verbatim, the actual quote.
It was something along the lines of that England were too scared to be knocked out to actually try and win it.
Yeah,
that sounds right. That sums up England.
Yeah.
We'd rather play for a draw. Don't want to.
Maybe that's literally that what he said. He said they played to not lose. That was it. They played to not lose.
Yeah. But not losing got them to a couple semi-finals and finals. Like, you know what I mean?
But it got us frustrated though.
And the weirdest thing about it is that's how Tuchel's played for his Chelsea team. So I'm a bit confused with it because
I don't think so.
What do you mean? When they got to that Champions League final, they played to not lose. They beat teams 1-0.
He's not a defensive manager, though, is he?
By the way, can I just put out there? I think Ethan should have been. I think.
Wait. How do you not think that he's not a defensive manager? He is a defensive manager. He went to the Champions League not conceding any goals. He's a defensive manager.
He's not a defensive manager. Tuchel's not defensive.
None of his teams ever thrived attacking. They always had problems going forward. They just never conceded goals.
Do you class Tuchel the same as you class Mourinho?
Yeah, he's a defensive manager. Nah. He's similar to Conte. Very similar to Conte. He is.
No, he's not. No, he ain't.
They are. Bro, he is defensive.
He's not. He ain't. He's not.
What is Tuchel ball to you? What do you consider his ball like?
Obviously, he's got a defensive unit, but he's not like Conte and Mourinho on that.
But his teams never attack, and they never flourish on the attack. So I wouldn't consider him an attacking manager because it's not like they score bare goals. Chelsea's biggest problem under Tuchel was they didn't score enough goals.
Nah, he's not a defensive manager. Tuchel's an attacking manager, bro. That doesn't make sense. That's like Conte and Mourinho are defensive football. Tuchel isn't.
No, defensive football, but they had some of the best attacking teams that we've ever seen.
What do you mean some of the best attacking teams you've ever seen?
Mourinho created that Chelsea team and had one, and the Real Madrid team scoring more goals and whatever. Like, what do you mean? Mourinho's attacking, even though he's a defensive manager, he creates some of the best attacks and makes teams play some of the best football going forward. And transition.
I don't know about that.
His transition football is crazy good. He made Harry Kane into what he is today. That is Mourinho. Mourinho is the reason why Harry Kane can drop in deep and become such a good creator. It's Mourinho. I promise you, I watched Kane before Mourinho. Under Pochettino, he never dropped deep and done. It was when Mourinho came, he made him into the player he is today.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You're getting Poch back, ain't you? You're getting Poch back.
I don't want.
Do you not want that? Do you know what? You don't want him?
No. Of course he does.
I'm not trying to do that. Why am I going to get Poch back? Poch ain't done nothing of relevance since he left Spurs. So what has he done to deserve?
What about this manager you got now? You wouldn't take Poch over this manager you got now?
But that's the problem, Dean. And that's what I hate about this managerial conversation with Spurs. Are they better than Ange? Yeah, it doesn't mean that I want him or we should have him. They should be a lot. If Ange is the level, that's where the problem is. Ange shouldn't be the level of manager, and
I'm
shouldn't be
Tottenham. I'm not talking in general. It's Tottenham, innit?
Yeah, because a player's better than Brennan Johnson doesn't mean that we should bring him in.
But it's only Tottenham we're talking about, bro. We're not talking about some madness.
It's so funny Tottenham, because, again, you're acting like you didn't even know who Arne Slot was 12 months ago. So
I didn't. You're right. Yeah. You're right. I didn't.
So it's only
what do you mean to do? What do you mean to do? It's only Tottenham. It's not like he needs a great manager. It's just Tottenham. Am I saying anything? Tell me if I'm saying anything crazy. Am I saying anything crazy?
I need a top coach. That's what I need. We actually looked at Arne Slot before we...
Tell me who you need. Tell me who you need.
I want Xavi Hernandez.
At Tottenham.
Why wouldn't he come?
I don't know, bro.
He's unemployed. He's unemployed. Tottenham can pay him more money, the same amount of money as any club can pay him.
Sometimes it's not about money, though. Sometimes it's not about money. It's about the team. You're
right. It's about the team. And is the project attractive? No, it's not. But that's the question.
Sorry, the way you said that, I thought you were going to say the project was attractive.
No, because I wouldn't lie. I'm not lying. It's not an attractive
can't lie
project.
about
No,
that.
it's not,
That's
is
where
it?
you have to attract them with money. Money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks. All these managers join clubs for money, bro. Let's have it right. Like, yeah, they might, if they have options on the table, it's different. But I don't think Xavi Hernandez has many options right now. All top clubs have got their managers, and they're not looking to.
No, I think Tottenham have shown they can get like they got Mourinho, they got Conte, so they can get like.
But it's the same thing. They get all these managers. And what
I
happens?
agree. No, I agree with you.
Same result.
But that's the issue. It's a boring conversation, but it's a boring.
Look, Man United fans saying Xavi Hernandez is ours. Did you not just get Ruben Amorim, bro?
They want
Hernandez saying Xavi Hernandez is ours.
Amorim.
The funny thing is, Amorim at Spurs. I think Amorim would be cold at Spurs. I think we've got a way better team than Man United.
I think Amorim's a good manager. I think
he's a good manager. Obviously, agendas have to run when they have
to
run.
Why would he be cold at Spurs?
I think the players we've got suit what his system better.
Why?
When you wing backs, all right, we've got wing backs that they don't really have wing backs at Man United like that are at the required level. We have Pedro Porro and Udogie, who are two natural wing backs playing fullback right now. Three centre backs.
And what's his name?
When you look at Tottenham centre backs,
getting that press now, isn't it?
No, I think I'm
international great training. You're getting that press.
Bro, when you look at Tottenham, I've been saying for a while, Tottenham's team's primed for a three at the back. We should be playing three at the back with high flying wing backs, because our wingers aren't necessarily they're not that good. Our wingers are all young. They still need years to improve. So I'd play with.
You can't keep two centre backs, let alone three.
That's what I'm
saying.
I
know, but if you put like a Romero,
fully fit. Yeah, I hear it with if you kept them fully fit.
Yeah, and plus, even like let's just say you have like a Dragusin who's not that good. You can hide a player like that in the central of back three, innit?
Hide him in the Premiership. You can't hide in the Premiership no more.
In a back three, you can have a centre back that hides. That's normal.
You get exposed.
In the
especially in the three at the back. In this day and age. Exposure. You got to get exposed.
Trent's been being hid quite a while, to be fair.
Oh, here we go. Everyone still notices these damn points, don't they? So it's not been hidden. Everyone knows about Trent.
It's not difficult to notice his
exactly.
Point.
So you can't hide, bro. You can't hide. Not in this day and age, man. All these top class managers.
You get found out like Trent.
Yeah, all these top class managers, bro. Everyone's a top class manager now, bro. They will.
Hey, Jules, 90. Hey, 90.
Jules, 90. My defenders then.
Hey, no, talk to 90 in it because I can't take this. He said Vardy's better than Drogba, fam.
Yeah, but you got to figure out what drugs and what dealer he's getting his drugs from.
What do you mean? What's wrong with what I said?
You're smoking crack. How is Drogba better than Vardy better than Drogba?
Vardy has more goals than Drogba. What? He has a Premier League for Leicester. He has an FA Cup for Leicester. He came to the Premier League at 30 years old and bagged more than 140 goals. He's a real bad man.
What does that mean? That don't mean nothing. We're going to go player for player. Come on, man. No one ain't scared of Vardy like they're scared of Drogba.
They might not be, but again, if you look at across the season, Vardy scored way more goals than Drogba did.
This is
and you're talking about Vardy now. Let's go 6 years ago or 5 years ago. People were scared of Vardy. Let's have it right. People were scared of Vardy. Vardy coming up against a big team. He scored against Liverpool all the time. Scored against Arsenal. He scored against all of us.
No one was scared of Vardy. No one was scared. Say that from me.
I don't know. For night, I'm thinking maybe is it a colour thing? Maybe back to what Dap said. Maybe are people scared of Drogba? Like Drogba's just clutch,
big and black. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, George?
I'm not saying that at all. I was joking with the colour thing.
Yes, I don't even know why you can be on this. You know when you get these how old are these men that are talking?
So I'm saying he's old. He's 26 or something.
Yeah, 25.
I'm coming off the line, bro. So I speak to you later.
Yeah, I don't know what.
No, bro, but just.
Yeah.
You put me on a phone to a 26-year-old brother.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it. No, because Izzy has way wilder takes.
That's not Izzy. That's 90.
Oh, 90. Sorry, yeah, 90 has way wilder takes. Watch the Baller Talk show. He come with some crazy takes. He said they didn't rate Waneri. He said he didn't rate Waneri, bro. What are we doing here? You just don't rate no one. That's what it is.
No. I went back on my talk. I said he's blessed, but now I'm telling you, he ain't all that.
He's talking about youngsters coming up. He's talking about in comparison to how good youngsters were coming up his day.
No, but he just said he weren't that good anyway. He said I don't really rate him.
When I was them man had Rooney and them man and Defoe and all of that.
No, but Waneri's coming up in a different time. You can like Waneri, what he's doing right now, he's got what eight or 9 goals this season, right? He's on track to have one of the like the best seasons.
Ranieri got 8 goals already.
Yeah, he's almost.
Oh my god! You joking me?
As an 8, he only just turned 18 like last week. He's 18 last week.
And I've got Darwin Núñez who's got 4 goals. What are we doing, bro? What's my club doing, man? What's my club doing?
Yeah, man, I'll shout you in it. I'll shout you.
No, I'm here. I'm here for this.
Oh, you're here in 90 to be sick.
I'm heading to the school until my kids come out of school. Fuck this. It's about 5 minutes.
I've got to go to the school run as well.
Yeah. He's got a school run. He said he's got 5. Man said, above. I'm trying to explain to man. Listen, Vardy is not. You choose who you want who do you want up front. Pick up the team who you want up front. Everyone.
Again, like I said, if it's across the season,
not even top 10 in the Premier League. Top 10 strikers.
What? All time?
In the Premier League history.
He's probably not.
Well then.
No, not all time. He's talking. No,
it was all time. I did say all time. Don't do that. I said all time. These are the back because he now decided. You know, Drogba's not top 10, bro.
Yeah, but he's not better. He's better than Vardy. He's better than Vardy.
100%.
You were saying he's better than Kane and all these, man. You think Drogba's better than so many guys?
90 thinks Kane. 90 don't rate Kane, but he think Kane's better.
I bet 90 rates Van Nistelrooy though.
No, Drogba's better than Van Nistelrooy.
No, Drogba ain't better than Van Nistelrooy.
See,
that's a mad take, D. That's a mad take.
You're gone mad.
That's a mad
You're
take.
gone mad.
Can't believe what's going on there. Can't believe. You don't think so?
No, it's not.
Nah, Vardy's worth. Just stick to the Vardy take.
Now he's trying to. The Vardy one, I'll run that happily, but.
Yeah,
bro, listen to me. Listen to what I've got to say. Yeah. Oh, I've got a back. This is what I've got to say. Vardy is not better than Drogba. That Drogba ain't top 10 in all-time Premier League goal scorers. No chance.
Fine.
I hear it.
No chance. Because remember who you got there, you know, when you said all-time, you know.
No, not goal scorers, strikers.
Yeah, you have to go back to like...
Striker's a goal scorer.
Man like Southampton's Alan Shearer and them, man, their Blackburn Shearer and all that was about, you know.
Yeah. Them man are different. Them man Shearer and...
Remember, them man are killers. From the get-go.
Trust me.
Me, them man were killers from the get-go. When man could tackle, yeah, and it weren't no old like dibby-dabby thing, man was actually tackling knee-high. 25, 26 goals a season.
Yeah,
that's
a
difference when you're talking.
You were just saying bare man. You said Drogba's better than Andy Cole. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't believe it.
Nah, do you know what? That's the thing with forwards though that everyone downplays is the defenders they are playing against back then.
Yeah, Andy Cole's a bad boy. Andy Cole, Ian Wright.
But for goal scoring.
For goal scoring, it's Andy Cole, but
no. I've got to pick Ian Wright still.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll follow you back, Jeff.
Yeah, no more.
I think he made a good point there, though. The thing is, it's the defenders that back then they were playing against. Yeah, they were playing against like absolute shithouse defenders.
Yeah,
like some of the forwards now. Yeah, they just wouldn't cope against some of the defenders back then were just pure shithouses, bro. Like. Different gravy. Defenders back then. Like I can't remember if it was a podcast or if it's on radio, but I heard someone talking about it's all great how defenders now can play on the ball. Beautiful, yeah, and the football's changed in that, yeah. But defenders are not like defenders used to be. Defenders used to be just different, bro. Like bagging big numbers against like and I'll even say it is obviously a City fan. If Haaland's playing against them defenders back in the 90s, yeah, he wouldn't get as many goals. He wouldn't get as many goals.
He ain't got enough know-how.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
You ain't got enough more. You're on mute, Dean. You're on mute.
I don't think Dean knows he's on mute, innit?
No, just leave him. Just leave him. Just leave him to it. He definitely is because he's looking at the camera. He thinks he's talking to the camera.
I can't believe I had a great point.
No, it's a really good point.
Oh,
we really appreciate it. Thank you.
How far?
Oh, smash a like for Dean's point.
I swear I'm going to fly kick this guy. How far do you go back?
Well, yeah, the main thing is you'll try and fly kick me through the camera. That's how fucked you are.
No, but no, real, I was joking. But see, we keep on doing this thing. There was not that there were better defenders then. But then we could go, there was better defenders in the 80s.
Yeah, I hear it. But the thing is, yeah, but bro, trust me, I agree with you. And I think when we do that, it's difficult because like if I was to say who City's legends are, someone will pop up and go, "Oh, why are you disrespecting Colin Bell?" I've never seen him play football, so I can't. I've seen a couple of VHSs of him. Yeah, I can't really comment on him. So I hear what. Bro,
why don't we just live it? Why don't we just live in the time? Because you're always comparing.
No, I agree with you. Like
always comparing.
But I hate comparisons as well.
It does my head in comparing this from that generation. This is crazy.
I think comparing different generations is fucked. You can't compare different generations.
Because I would ask my dad. My dad would tell me these players in the 80s weren't as good as these guys in the 70s, bro.
But bro, the ones that are gems is when you find the people, that like watched that era and watched this era, watched both eras, and trust me, I came across a City fan recently, who had seen Colin Bell play football, like watched him with his own eyes, but it's still saying, nah, David Silva's better than him. Like, I don't care for anyone that's doing the nostalgia thing. Like, David Silva is better than him, but you don't usually find them. It is, bro, we all know nostalgia is a thing, isn't it?
Best.
Like, bro, if we talk, hold on, but let's deep it, bro. If we're talking about computer games, we're going to start putting up fucking Street Fighter and that, bro. When the truth is, Street Fighter is not better than Grand Theft Auto as a computer game.
No, of course not.
But
no, but
nostalgia.
But nostalgia, bro, I hear it.
Nostalgia, bro. It literally isn't.
Street Fighter, you grew up on Street Fighter. You grew up on it.
Yeah. It's nostalgia.
I know. Oh wait, Hooks. You keep on saying, I need Hooks to speak. I need to hear Hooks. So.
I disagree. Like your point about how far do we go back? Like the gap between like how defenders played in the 80s to the 90s, it's not comparable to the gap of like how defenders played in the 90s to like now.
That's your opinion. Your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion because
your opinion.
There isn't really too much difference from a defender that plays in the 80s to Tony Adams. But then there's a massive difference between Tony Adams
and Saliba.
But that's a bigger. That's like 30 years.
Even the 70s, because you got to think, like. Okay, now this is me assuming, but I think it's an educated assumption. Like Tony Adams would have grown up watching defenders from like the late 70s, early 80s, and modeled his game around that. But Saliba isn't looking at Tony Adams and modeling his game around.
Look, that's a further back generation. I
think the relevant things is changes in rules and that, innit? It's not just it's not to do with time. It's changes in rules.
You can't tackle from behind.
It means that even like ultimately, and of course the way that they're the pitches, all of that is relevant.
It's completely different now. You're playing on carpets now.
Also, Wenger changed the Prem. I don't care what anyone says. Wenger
changed the Prem. No, he did, bro. With the fitness
I'm not saying carpet, bro.
All this play with the ball thing. Pause. That's a mad pause, but you know what I'm saying.
That sounds crazy,
like,
man.
That weren't a pep thing. Bro, Wenger made that attempt.
Bro, you're talking to me. Of course we know that. We know.
Come on, bro. Anyone
I can't believe you. You're talking to.
People are playing football. 100% agree with you on that, bro. Come on, that's not even a debate if people think that.
Some of the people that are watching, them and don't know what Wenger did.
Okay, fair enough.
Nah, bro, Wenger changed the game.
On Insta, I put something on Insta of Hooks today saying Kudos is better than Saka.
I thought that was a troll. I thought that was AI. I thought he was lying. Is that real?
Let's stop doing this thing where
is that real?
Where we say wild statement that is not what I actually said in it. Yeah,
I thought that was AI. How did you do that?
As a pure footballer, Kudus is better than Saka, bro. It's not even debatable. Like on the eye, Kudus is a better natural footballer than
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's like saying JJ Kocher's better than X, but it doesn't mean that he's a better
Well, he's
footballer
a
than
playground
Y.
footballer. What playground? In the
He's just
playground.
he just
What does that
as a
mean?
pure footballer.
What does that mean?
Better than
What, if I put him in a five-a-side team, you talking about? Put him in a five-a-side team.
Then here's the thing.
FIFA Street.
But here's the thing. This is what I always say. Yeah. Everybody is a better pure footballer than Saka, like the Palmers and that, until they have to play Saka minutes, and then we find out.
So I think. Do you know what? I'll give you an example. I think that Foden is a better pure footballer. Yeah. But if I'm being honest at the moment, and this is like personally, I don't think you can argue with it. Over the last 3, possibly 4 seasons overall, Saka's better than Foden. Like it's not debatable.
And by the way, let's not try and paint this picture that I'm not the biggest Saka fan, because I'm therefore the biggest Saka fan here, innit? Yeah. I remember the reason why I think that we're gonna beat Real Madrid is because Saka is coming back. Remember that. Yeah.
But what does it matter if you're a pure footballer? What does that mean? Because the only football matters is what you're playing on the pitch. That's all that matters.
Some man said it can do more kick-ups.
It doesn't matter if you can. It doesn't matter if you can go to the park and you can twist up every man. It matters what you can.
No, but
matters on the pitch.
This is how I can kind of compare it. Yeah.
Consistency. What my man said there.
How I can kind of compare it. Yeah? Think of it like this. Yeah. So D. Yeah. Probably a better pure footballer than me. Yeah, but my shooting's better. Don't stop putting yourself in examples, because your examples don't make no sense. Your examples don't make no sense. You can do all of that, drop the shoulder and dribble and step over and that. But when we do the shooting drill, yeah, I'll score more. So,
let's do an example everyone can understand. Oh, wait. Let's do an example everyone can use. Yeah, Hazard is a way better footballer than Salah. Way better. We all know that.
Yeah.
If you ask me who I have in my team, I'm having Salah.
Yeah.
Salah.
He's just better than.
Do you know what?
He calls me better than Salah.
Pure footballers now.
Well, I'm having Salah in my team though, because he's got the GA. That's what I'm on.
Yeah, but he's a GA. He's a GA merchant, bro. He's one of them.
Yes, that's what my forwards.
Well, do you know there's so many attributes. Yeah,
that's what my forwards to be.
Do you know what? To make a good footballer, there's some mad attributes that I think you need. Yeah, like. And for different people at different times, like one of Sterling's best attributes to me, yeah, is his ability to read the game and to listen to his gaffer, right?
Back post tackling, brilliant.
Yeah,
absolutely
bro,
brilliant.
exactly. Reading the game and listening to Pep, right? And so listening to Pep for Sterling works. Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I'm now at a point where I was watching some clips of Foden a good few years ago. Yeah. Foden is the opposite. I feel like Foden has listened to Pep so much, yeah, like that, and even Grealish. I was watching.
He's playing cold start of him. He's got.
Huh?
This is fucking bollocks. Sterling's attribute is fucking reading the game.
Yeah. What do you think his best quality is? What do you think his best quality is?
His pace and getting at people. And when you can't get at people, or man can match his pace, he's out the game. End of story.
I'd say more his acceleration than his pace, to be honest with you, because his pace gets him somewhere, but then his decision making fucks it all up because his decision making shocking.
The man never got quicker and faster.
Put it closer. I can't hear him, bro. Go on, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I said the game's got quicker.
Yeah.
And stronger. It's kind of shoveled him out to the side. He can't do certain things that he was doing when he was at City. On top of that, yeah, City kind of put him on a little pedal. But Pep knew he was shit anyway.
Yeah, but the whole thing at City is the reason why he flourished at City is because the amount of runners we had, yeah, and that basically defenses couldn't deal with all of our runners and all the other players we had. Sterling would always, when everyone's moving forward, Sterling would take a step back or find little pockets of space and get tap-ins. He was a tap-in merchant at City. Whenever he had time on his hand, when he actually got in behind with his pace, he flucked it. He fluffed his lines. Whenever he was one-on-one with the keeper by using his pace, he fucked it. He fluffed his lines. The time when Sterling got goals is when he took a step backwards, not when he used his pace. Because
I don't think that's down to Sterling reading the game. I think that's down to De Bruyne just pinpoint.
Because his reading of the game. Because his reading of the game meant when other people were making runs forwards, he'd take a step backwards, or one step to the left. Just tiny little bits of movement found him at little pockets of space. I don't think
it's just laser precision, De Bruyne.
Because I'll be real, it was probably more Silva and Sterling that linked up than De Bruyne and Sterling, bro.
Bro, I seen De Bruyne. De Bruyne's like raw. Somebody, okay, you want the ball there? Okay, cool. It's there.
Yeah, of course. I know he does that, but I think Sterling more profited from little cutbacks and that. Like he was more profiting from that.
It's too much, man. It's long. This is what's wrong with football today. There's too much that man taking that little X and that. Bro, he weren't a good footballer in the first place.
Nah, I agree with that. He wasn't. Technically he's poor. His striking the ball's poor as well. Very poor.
And they helped him out. That was it.
The pace worked at Liverpool. I don't think the pace at City ever really worked. Because we never really, like, maybe for half a season with Sane and Sterling, Sane and Jesus. The rest of the time, it was more he was benefiting from space created by all the other players.
He didn't really need the pace at Man City because them man they shift the ball so much. But I think it was getting to him. Certain man was out of position. He was just in anyway. That City had, yeah, where they could keep the ball for flipping certain passes.
Yeah.
And then goals.
You got to remember, he's one of the ones that had prime Silva and prime De Bruyne at the same time. Whereas
what I'm trying to say, the man had ballers around them, so it's easier.
I hear it. I still think, I don't think his pace, like I never really saw his pace as a great thing. On little 1-2s, yeah, cool, but that's more acceleration. But his pace, whenever he got in behind defenses, he fucked up. Like him, Sterling one-on-one, awful. One of the worst players I've seen one-on-one with a keeper. Awful.
Sterling can't finish. He can't finish.
No, he can't.
Man, you have to go between finishers and people that like to just score a goal here and there or the other. Sterling can't finish. No chance.
Yeah, he is. Whoever just said that is in the conversation because of GA. He is. That's why we kind of. I would never disrespect Sterling, yeah, because his GA did win us trophies. You take Sterling out of the City team, we didn't win as many trophies, yeah. But the reason why we don't put him up there is because we saw he profited from the rest of the team. He wasn't like, De Bruyne made the team, Silva made the team, Yaya made the team, Aguero made the team. With Sterling, he profited off of other people in the team.
Bro, for real, but there's hardly any goals right now. That's my
yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, tell D that. And Hooks.
Wait, tell me what.
Hardly any goal scorers at the moment, innit?
Oh, facts. 100%.
Yeah. But I know this though. And it's peak. But you get it.
So you man, D said you man are getting Gyökeres and Isak. So
I want no.
I got a bus out, I got go somewhere. I'll shout you now, innit?
Oi. In it, you're getting Gyökeres and Isak.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, left wing. You look. I got one school something now. Anyway.
Right. Might
my
see you later.
Yeah. We're there later. A little quiz team.
Trench talks. Hold on, quick one. Oh, hey, Daps. My brethren, you called Jammer. Yeah, he just said to me, "You look like Fagan from." Pick your pocket or two.
One thing, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
It's coming on tonight.
I'm gonna speak to him.
I'm gonna make some more.
Tell him to make me a beat. Tell him to make me a beat, and Fagan will spit on it. And ask him if he's still got the costume. Yeah, he's running around the fucking green and purple.
We'll do a quiz later, innit? So if you're active, let me know.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll shout you, man. Innit?
Love.